Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Salute to my brother Mike Remy here early. We in the house. We got my man Puerto Rican Free. Of course, my guy Pride. Salute to my brother Tim Layton in the house early. And we part of the Mighty Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. How you brothers doing today?
Good, man. I'm good. What's up with
I'm
y'all?
good.
What's up,
What's
Freezy?
good? What's going on?
Man, it's a bad accident.
So today we talking about, and everybody's seen it. We seen Adrien Broner, one of the great former champions,
Yeah.
get thrown off. It is what it is. The talk show. That show was taped that night, and unfortunately, AB made a real fool of himself. What do you think about that? You get a chance to see that, Free?
I'm not paying to see it. If it's on free
No.
TV.
No, it's free, Freezy.
It was Adrien. He was on a show. He was on a podcast.
It happened on Cam and Mace podcast.
Oh,
You know
no.
They do most of their recording.
Yeah, take a second.
in
Go
the
to the 16-minute mark, and you'll see it real quick, and then Prize will answer why you do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty
It was on
sad
what
to
show?
see, man. Cam and Mace. It is what it is. That's what it's called. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, what did you think about it, Prize? I just thought
Yeah.
we've been
I was
seeing
disappointed.
just a cry out for help for many years.
Yeah.
And then the part that got me is when Cam called him a junkie and a drug addict. I thought that was kind of, towards the end of the show, that's what he did. He called him a junkie and a drug addict. I thought that was a little out of bounds. What did you think about that?
Yeah, well, Cam tried with him. First of all, it was sad to see. You know, I'm a huge Adrien Broner fan. I've been to a couple of his fights. He came out of Atlantic City a couple times, I believe. I know for one for sure in Atlantic City, but he's the youngest 4 division champ. It's sad to see him go out like that. I wasn't expecting him to, because I feel like he was getting back in shape. Like he had posts on his gram and working out, lost weight, but he can't. He likes to party, bro. And he sounded like he was drunk. You know what I mean? He still likes to drink, and you can't do that. It was really sad, bro. He played himself. Cam told him, niggas' girlfriends is here. I mean, niggas' boyfriends is here, bro. You got to chill. Cam told him like 3 or 4 times to chill. Broner kept going on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So Cam was like, nah, bro, I can't do it, bro. Then he paid the man, and he stuck up for his black female on the show. She's not a sex object. She's someone's woman. She's somebody's girlfriend. So let's put some respect on that, AB. When Cam told her nigga's girlfriend, AB said, oh, my bad. Then he kept doing it. He kept going and he did it more. So Cam had to tell him. And then even Mace tried to swing it like, is that background fake? Or, that background, is that real? Mace even tried to, sway the conversation, but AB with the alcohol, I bet you when Adrien Broner woke up today, he probably, text Cam, emailed him, try to hit him up, and probably try to apologize like crazy. Adrien Broner is a talented dude, man. If he was smart, he would have his own boxing podcast. Would you imagine we had to go against AB? Everybody being in his life.
Yeah, yeah. I think the thing that's so crazy about it all is, hold on, so I got a little background noise. I'll just say this: the crazy thing about it
Me.
all is
Oh,
that
that's me.
I think people don't understand that when it comes to AB, man, he's living life as Dr. Phil say for the very first time, and he's an addict, man, and that's just what it is. When you're an addict, you do things like that. What would you say, Fred? I know you just watched it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little sad to see a guy that was one at once upon a time at the top of the sport, to see how far down he has fell, and
Mm-hmm,
it's like he's always have been crying for help, and nobody's actually paid attention to the warning signs.
mm-hmm,
um when you get a guy like Adrien Broner, who comes from the inner city, that came from nothing, and they get money, we hear these tragic stories all the time that they end up turning to alcohol, they turn to drugs, and
mm-hmm,
they waste their money because they're young people that never had that amount of money, and now all of a sudden you giving a guy in his early 20s millions of dollars, and like I said, he came from nothing. The first thing he's going to do is go out and splurge. That's all they know. They know what they see on TV, what they see in the street life, and they're gonna go out there and buy the fancy cars, buy the jewelry, go to the clubs, and waste thousands of dollars buying bottles and dealing with strippers and things like that. And he never had nobody in his corner to tell him, "Hey, you need to slow down," or "Hey, you need to stop doing this." Hey, invest your money and things like that, because everybody was just so caught up in the moment of Adrien Broner getting money, and we're getting money because we're a part of
mm-hmm.
his entourage. So it shows that these young guys need to have a good support around them, because that money can come and go, and when that money go, all of those people that was around you, they go as well.
Mm-hmm. And to think, from having money, a little bit of change over the years, he probably gave him about $5,000. Look like, and that's good money. I'm gonna tell you guys something for real. He could print money if he was to ever get on a podcast. He could print money, and it's sad to see that Adrien Broner doesn't even know who he is, because no matter what, I'm gonna share a conversation. I hope you don't mind. And shout out to my man Bernard Hackett. Bernard Hackett told me something I had never realized. You know how we always talk about Oscar De La Hoya and how great he was young, and then how he
Yeah.
got himself messed up.
Uh-huh.
One thing I didn't realize is that Oscar was living with his father. When he was doing a lot of his great stuff early on, he was living with his father. So my brother Bentley always showing love. He he was living with his father. His father controlled his food. His father even controlled his money. And when you see him get into it with his dad in the corner, he just became over his money. And the thing I didn't realize is some guys need people to help them along. And I think about how much Mike Stafford was there to help him and be there for him. But at some point, Mike Stafford and Al Heyman couldn't do it for him. This is coming from a young guy like me who stayed in trouble, who stayed in the youth authority. And the one thing I always remember is when the counselor told me, I can't do it for you. And as crazy as that sound, that meant the world to me, Free. To hear somebody, somebody actually cared about me in the jail to say, hey, I can't do it for you. But going into that, do you guys think more fighters should let their whoever is taking care of them be more involved so they can stay out of trouble? What do you guys think?
Um, I think they should let somebody who is responsible, and somebody that
Salute, brother
is,
Thomas Hill.
somebody that's going to care for them, somebody that's going to look out for their best interest. Because just because they are elder, or they're an adult, and
Mm-hmm,
they're part of the family, doesn't mean that they're going to have their best interests at heart. It
mm-hmm,
got to be somebody that has their best interests at heart. That's why I like the relationship that the Mason brothers have, the relationship that the Russell brothers have. um they always have each other's best interests at heart. They're not going to let either one of them stray too far away. They're going to let you do your own thing, but when you start getting out of line and you start cutting up, they're gonna pull you back and say, "Hey, nah, you don't need to be doing that." So
Fruit Butter Crush.
you need to have those type of people in your corner because, like I said, just because they're an adult or they're a family member or things like that doesn't mean they have your best interest. A lot of times, those family members are looking at their best interest, not your best interest.
You see what happened?
He
I
had
don't know.
good
You know what
men
happened?
around him though,
Let me
BVO.
say this. Let me say this real quick before you go, bro. I just want to say two things
Uh-huh.
and let you go.
No, you got it.
We don't hardly ever get D Free. He used to give it all up to Clarence in the morning. So shout out to D Free for coming to work with Beanie Free and not giving us mean Puerto Rican nigga. I told you free. I appreciate it, man. Go ahead,
That's
Prime. My bad.
crazy.
You gotta tell the
Salute T
truth,
Dot.
man.
That's
You gotta
crazy.
tell the
But
truth
no, it's
about
not
free.
like Broner didn't have any good men in his life. I don't want to have to pause that, but it's not like he didn't have any good like role models. Coach Kev from the Lou. Shout out to Coach Kev. You know, Mike
Mhm.
Stafford and them. You know, he had Floyd. I'm sure Floyd tried to tell him stuff. I'm pretty sure Al Heyman and Sam
Salute
Watson
Curtis
and
Robinson. My guy.
yeah, salute, brother Curtis. Yeah, I'm sure Sam Watson or before they beat Leonard Ellaby, bro. There's millions of people that I'm
Salute
pretty sure
Ernst.
they told him, like, yo, you gotta chill, AB. But AB's like Free said, Freezy just told you he was getting millions back in the day, and you know he got them kids and he got a lot of demons up there, man. He cried out for help years ago. Nobody helped him, but we don't know if that's all the way true, but he has to take accountability for himself. At some point, when others are trying to help you, at some point you have to help yourself. You gotta be like, all right, I got this. No more drinking. I'm gonna go to the gym every day with you, BVO. I'm not your boy Prize. I'm not drinking no more. I'm not smoking. We finna go to the gym every day. You know what I mean? Because I want to lose weight, or we want to, I want to train, or whatever. Eventually you got to take accountability and say, you know what, I got to do this. I want to do this. AB act like he want to do it, then he crash and burn again. He falls back out. He was in shape, talking about he focusing his next couple years on boxing. Now you're getting put off a major podcast when millions of people saw. So and
Let
they
me
saw
put, let me
you ripped. So
let me say
but
this
that
real
was
quick
it.
before we bring in my little bro B3. My man Mike Rimston, instead of his father brushing his head, he should have been going upside his head. One thing about Mike Rim, man. He look like a nice guy, but you can tell he like to whoop ass. He one of them dads that like to whoop ass. You can tell. He got that look. My man T Hill in the house, man. Salute the Crush. Definitely salute to my brother, man. And channel member, Curtis Robinson. My man Ernest is in the house. But let me ask you this before I go to B3. When you see this tragic story, and I'm gonna start off with B3 on this. Doesn't it kind of hurt your feelings to see another young black guy fall to the wayside? What would you say, B3?
I mean, yeah, I haven't heard of the passing, but my condolences. You know, I
What are you
mean,
talking about?
you said somebody passed. You said somebody got killed. I mean, you said somebody
Mike
passed,
Nah,
right?
we
Stafford. Mike
talking about
Stafford.
Adrian Broner.
It's
Yeah.
oh man, you on drugs? My bad.
Oh yeah,
Slip
Mike
it.
Step.
My
Oh okay.
bad. Go ahead, B3.
I mean, he was drinking before his coach passed. So I
Yeah.
don't know what the correlation was,
No, what I'm
but
saying is losing those
R.I.P. Mike
people. Do you think
Stafford.
that affected him? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I get. Go ahead. I guess I'm just trying to get an understanding on like what was his thoughts going on Cameron's show, and then he's drunk. And you know what? Even if he likes Stack or whatever the case may be, what would he do to talk to her on the air?
Yeah,
What did you guys think about that?
the
Go
first
ahead.
thing you got to consider is that he said he didn't know he was going to be on the show, so he wasn't prepped for that. So at that point,
Mm,
they should have. So that's the first thing we got to put our ears on. Listen to these guys. So he was doing something. He was obviously enjoying himself, and he wasn't
mm-hmm,
prepped to be on the show. So they should have. So that was really Cam's fault at the end of the day.
mm-hmm.
Uh, and so you gotta read a brother. I mean, I'll leave it at that.
No, you're not leaving it right there, man. I want to hear. No, there's more. There's more to that. Go ahead,
Nah, but you
B3.
right though, three.
No,
You right though.
he's not gonna do that corny stuff and not give
Yeah,
us the whole
I mean, no,
tapes.
this is a big time show. I
Cam should
just
have
checked
never.
today. They got
Cam
nine
should have
hundred twenty
never.
five
My
thousand
fault, three.
people.
My
It's
fault, three.
nine. They got 925,000 subscribers right now. Why y'all have a drunk man on y'all show?
They should
So
have
at the end
never
of the
turned the
day,
cameras on. When they
come
seen
on, bro.
AB come in there bent like that, they should have been like, B, you good, B? You know how Cam talk. You
All
good,
them
B?
people over there working for Cam.
Nobody
Every
Talking
tried.
last
to
Nobody.
one.
him. Come
Nobody
on,
told
bro.
Cam that the bull was like, but I don't think we should do it. If you're
Dang,
gonna
be
do it, have the conversation with him and don't put it out there.
hey,
They put
Prize, I
this.
didn't even think about that. The dude AB did say y'all gonna have me on the show. Dang, B3. That's why I like you, my brother, because that's a good point. Hey, Free, I didn't even remember he said that. And he said it in the very, very beginning. Y'all gonna have me on
Yeah,
the show for real?
yeah. I mean, he
Dang.
got paid and everything. Like he should have just, like I
I think
said,
he was
Adrian
there to
Broner.
kick it, bro. I don't think people realize Adrien Broner's not broke. I think he was seriously just there to kick it, man. What you think, B3?
Brother, he was the brother's obviously moving around. He was in Vegas.
Right.
So he was a little slurred. He was probably drinking. I don't know what time the interview was. It's probably
Late
an early
night.
morning interview.
No, they do that at night, Brody.
Okay. Well,
Most of that cam taping is at night. I didn't
well, it
know
makes
that.
sense. I mean, the brother's, he drinks. So they got to check on the brother. I mean, don't put him on air if you know he's drunk.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
We
Why
could have
they
a conversation. I could dap you up and smell liquor on you.
for sure,
So
100%.
come on, man. They got to
No
come.
excuse. I felt like they kind of, I feel like they kind of did AB a little little disservice or whatever. But he's a grown man, dog. You got to take accountability for yourself. You was ripped on the show. You should have. Now I don't know, man. Cam and them shouldn't have let that ride.
It's
All
not
right, I
it's
put
not
you.
Cam's fault though. I
You're
won't
right
say
though.
that,
All right, but
Prize.
I tell you like this, BVO. I tell you like this. Let's say I get drunk. I'm hammered, but I'm on this show and I'm doing stuff that I normally don't do. I'm cussing. I'm violating. What you gonna do? You gonna say, "Yo, Prize, you my brother. I love you, man, but you can't come on. You can't be on the show today, bro. You wilding." Then I gotta
I
wake up
mean,
and explain myself to you and Free and everybody else.
at the end of the day, AB know he was drinking.
Smash the
AB,
like button, please.
AB,
Smash the
AB
like
got
button.
AB. I mean, we didn't see this from AB for years now.
Mhm.
At some point, AB got to say enough is enough. And if they asking you to come to a studio, you're not coming to a studio to sit in the green room. You're not coming to sit in the green room. At some point they're going to bring you up. That they're doing a show. They ask you to come. You should say, "Hey, look, I'm not in the mood to come, or I'm not I'm not in the right state of mind to come on your show.
That's
I've
what
been
he
out
should have said.
partying. I've been out partying all day or all
But you
night.
know what you're getting though. You know it's Adrian Broner. You know he
No, but
drinks.
what
You're
I'm
doing it
saying,
at
what
night.
I'm
You in Vegas.
but what I'm saying is, as Adrien Boner should have
Oh
been the one,
yeah.
should have been the one that said, "Look, I'm not, I'm not fit to be coming on the show right now. I'm,
But when he
I'm
got
bent."
there, you could tell that. As soon as the nigga would have started speaking to me, I'd have know he wasn't fit to do anything. So I'd have been like, "Nah, we got you here. We gonna take, but I'm not gonna put it out there, bro. Or I'll have to just try to, edit it the
I'm
best we can." But it was no editing. There's no coming back from that. But Brother was
Prize.
hammered, bro.
Let me say this, Prize, because I
Uh-huh.
get what you're saying, and I like what B3 saying, because they're both saying the same thing in different ways. AB should be able to hold his liquor enough to not, you know what I mean, to not just get up there and get killed. You see what I'm saying, Free? I done been drunk before, and I
Yeah,
know how to sit down and shut up. I don't know why
yeah.
AB didn't just. Now, if AB would have just fell asleep like he should have and shut up, that would have been even better. It would have said, man, AB was on there tired as hell. You know what I mean? But to not even to not even give him a chance, I thought that was kind of fugazi. What would you say? What would you say, B3 on that?
Bro, when you drinking, that stuff is uncontrollable, bro. When you under the influence, a lot of the times,
Hmm.
it's hard to control your impulses, right?
Hmm.
And he was up there with some pretty women, so his impulses are to be infatuated with women. That's what he's used to, man. So
Yeah.
his just urges just took over, and he's drunk. That's what's going to happen. You've seen a lot of drunk dudes look stupid. You've seen a lot of drunk dudes
Mhm.
fall
Make all
over
kind of
women.
mistakes. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Just
so
embarrassed. They
that
play
was
themselves.
That's why you don't go to work drunk.
I
That's why
played
you
myself,
try
man. I
not to be
played myself in
intoxicated in
Atlantic
public.
City one time.
Hey man, so you know what's funny? Well, I think we about to have a good show. We got Beanie Free and we got Introspective V3 on the show, and we got my man Crazy Prize, who's crazy.
That's crazy.
And don't forget about my man Crazy Tommy. I gotta be honest with you, V3. You on fire, bro, because that makes perfect sense. And I usually don't agree with you on that kind of stuff, but Stat Baby is pretty, dog. She's a pretty chocolatey chick, and with all that makeup and hair on, you can get beside yourself. And I'm not
He
excusing
told
it,
that man her boyfriend was there, so that means chill.
but guess what? AB is the type of dude, and I noticed from seeing it, he probably could beat the life out of that dude. So
I
that's probably why
don't
he had
know.
no.
Not drunk as he was. He might have
I'm
got his
just
ass
saying.
knocked out.
I'm talking about with no. I'm talking about that's might have been where the lack of respect came from. You talking about a
True.
professional? There's not many people that can beat a professional fighter. Am I
Facts.
wrong, B3? Am I wrong,
That's a fact.
D3? Am I wrong on that?
That's a fact. Most of us can't beat him.
What did Gary Antoine Russell tell Meek Mills? You better sit down or you going night.
Mhm.
Those was the exact words. It wasn't, oh, I'm gonna take your life. It was that if you keep playing, I'm gonna beat you in here. So
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah,
I think that was at the tank fight.
absolutely.
Dudes
I know
got to
they
know
had
better.
words.
Dudes got to know better than to hang out with everybody. And a guy like Cam, I'm gonna ask you guys this because this is my question. We're gonna start with Thomas and then go around the room. With a guy like Cam, I think Cam has turned into an ego monster. And the reason I say that is you can't say nothing to him. You roast him, he cry. You mess with him, he cry. He always got to look like he's the big guy all the time. And I think he forced AB on that show. AB said, and I didn't even think about it till B3 just said that, I'm gonna be on the show for real. I think, and if you watch it, is what it is. I don't watch it as much as I used to because I'm trying to change my life and it's a little inappropriate. But Cam be having women, stripping on there. Cam be having, it'd be going crazy. It'd be like if you old enough to remember, it'd be like girls going wild on there. So if you up there sauced up on the Alizé, like my man Prize, like that Alizé and Hennessy, you like that
That's
thug
crazy.
passion. If
That's
you ever on
crazy.
that thug passion, you're gonna be going crazy. But tell me what y'all think. Go ahead, start with T Hill.
He died, my brother.
Hey, I'm gonna have a little background noise, but I'm gonna say on top of what B3 said, they brought him on there because they figured they could get a viral moment. They just didn't figure the viral moment would go the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that my
But they went
man,
viral.
they just didn't think it was gonna go viral in that way. You can usually count on him saying something that's gonna hit and register. But he just, like he said, man, he wasn't right. He wasn't in his right frame of mind to go up there, and they brought him up there anyway.
They should have never brought him up there. Like he was too bent, bro. If you bent out like that, man, I'm not gonna have you up here on the panel. Like you slurring, you tripping. Me and BVO had these talks behind the scene. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like it's not. It's a
I
bad
mean,
look for AB, man.
at the
Go
end
ahead, Free.
at the end of the day, they do have a
Salute
producer.
TD Sports. Go
They
ahead.
have a producer that deals with all of these guests that comes on the show. So it is the producer was the one that should have said, "Hey, look, I don't think he's fit to come on this stage. This man been back. He's been drinking and he smell like alcohol. I don't think he's fit to come up here." Now, if they said, "No, I invited him, let him come up anyway," then it's on them. But somebody, I mean, you can't tell me if he was that bent to where he was drunk noticeably. There's no way you could tell me that you didn't smell any alcohol on him.
Facts.
I don't care how many breath mints you take. I don't care how many
It come out your pores.
how much cologne you put on. You're gonna smell the alcohol.
Coming out them pores. That's why, Free.
Yeah.
Shout out
Drinking
to
that
Puerto Rican Free.
Hennessy and all that Dose and all that. That stuff come out your pores, boy.
Yeah.
But
So
go ahead, Free. My bad.
no,
Go ahead.
I'll say it. So it's ultimately their fault because they brought him there. Now, yeah, he should have said, "Nah,
Smash the like button, y'all.
I'm
Let's
not
do
fit
the
to
show.
come. I'm not fit to come on the show or whatever." But at the end of the day, it's still their responsibility because he's a guest. It's not his show. He's a
Right.
guest. They have a image to uphold, not Adrien Broner. He don't have an image to uphold on your show. You got an image to uphold on your show. So it's just like if we bring somebody up here and all of a sudden they start putting up pornographic pictures. That's BVO's fault for letting them up on the show.
Yeah.
BVO fault is.
I get what you're saying,
BVO is
Trey.
going to be the one that's going to be responsible for that.
Yeah,
So,
BVO is going to be the one in trouble. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I think this corny though. Like, AB went out bad, man.
he
He went
did,
out
but he
bad,
didn't.
bro.
He did, but he didn't. But let me ask you guys this. A lot of us seen the numbers came out. Of course, Cleveland as always runs boxing. You seen Cleveland with 100+ million views with a guy from Brownsville, New York. I can't remember his name, but Jake Paul carried a guy from Brownsville for 100+. And then we seen Bud and Canelo do 41 million. Do you guys think that's a failure for them to only do 41 million when a guy from Cleveland who just picked up boxing a few years ago was able to do 100+? What would you guys say?
that one more time. Say
Yeah,
that one more
yeah,
time.
you kind
I
of threw
know.
me
I
off.
heard what he said, and I would just say that brother had Mike Tyson. Let's not get it twisted. Like Jake did all that by himself. He had the Iron Mike
Yeah,
Oh,
Tyson, a living legend.
you talking about how many views that they had compared to how many views Canelo and Bud had?
Yeah. I
I
said the
mean,
guy from Brownsville, but I said Jake Paul.
but the thing is, Mike Tyson is a global icon. Yeah, Canelo is a star, but Canelo is nowhere near as big as Mike Tyson. Bud Crawford,
Okay.
and Canelo combined is nowhere
I was about
near
to
as
say
big as Mike
combined.
Tyson. So yeah, they it was a undisputed fight on the line, and Canelo is a star, but they're not a global star to the level of a Mike Tyson. People still to this day that watch Mike Tyson's in the 80s and in the 90s still wants to see Mike Tyson fight. So they're gonna anytime he jumps in the ring, they're gonna pull up. I mean, my sister and all them, they don't even watch boxing on a regular basis, but they was watching that Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight. They was
Which is
watching
crazy. Yeah.
the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. They don't even watch boxing on a regular basis.
Yeah, it beats like that. Jake Paul, I mean, Mike Tyson name ring bells, bro. Even we saw the fight with Roy, we knew that he shouldn't have been fighting no more, you know. But people still watch, people still gonna buy, people booking them, you know. So
But
Floyd just booked him.
I told y'all I wasn't going to do nowhere near what Mike Tyson and Jake Paul did.
Nah,
I said it wasn't going to do nowhere near.
we
I
all
said
pretty
it was
much
gonna
said
do
that.
43 to 45, and it did 41. So I kind of figured it was gonna do what it did.
Yeah,
I
those
was
numbers are
like,
good numbers for Terrence
yeah, I
Crawford.
said it ain't going to do nowhere near what Mike Tyson and Jake Paul do. It's going to do good numbers, but it's not going to do that level.
Not that level now.
So B3, let me ask you this, my brother. So you're basically saying that Jake Paul had nothing to do with that 100 million?
Hell no, that was Mike Tyson.
Yeah, a
That's what
fraction of
D3
it.
just said.
Jake Paul did have something to do with it.
I'm about to say now, let's be fair
Jake
now.
Paul brought in 2 million of that 100 million. He brought in two. That's what Jake Paul normally does, roughly around 2 million.
You know,
Jake Paul is normally
No.
bringing around 2 million.
you're a jerk,
Mike
Free. You say
Tyson
you
bought
only
the upper
bought this.
98.
Mike bought another 80 million.
Your boy D3 just told you his sisters don't even watch boxing like that, but hell, they wanted to see him whoop his ass. That's the only thing they really wanted to see. People paid to see Mike Tyson whoop on his ass, and that's why a lot of people was disappointed with it because Mike Tyson was pulling punches.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
he wasn't pulling punches. We just won. That's all.
No, it was in the contract that Mike Tyson couldn't knock him out. No, it was in the contract. He couldn't. No, you ain't gonna tell me Mike Tyson see an open shot and he say no, I'm not gonna take it. Mike Tyson ain't never saw an open shot that he didn't take. Mike Tyson see an open shot, he putting you to sleep.
Hey man,
hey D3, it was bothering him so bad that boy was chewing on his gloves. He couldn't help himself.
Well, I did see Floyd hold up Logan Paul when he hit him too hard. I don't know if y'all ever seen that. Like, hold on. We got some more work to do.
No.
Before we go to our next subject, man, I want to talk about something funny, man. What do you guys think about? Like, I didn't know that when you put a lemonade and iced tea, that's called an auto palmer. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that, but that's
Wow.
the first time I ever heard it. Have you guys heard of that before? I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said when you put iced tea and lemonade, they call it an Arnold Palmer. Did you guys know that?
Iced tea and lemonade.
Yeah.
We just call that Southern iced tea.
Yeah, this nigga should have known about that though. He was out here in California. They know damn well they call that an Arnold Palmer.
Down North Carolina, down in the South, they say Arnold Palmer.
But
I mean, Aaron Palmer is it's half and half. That's what it is. Half
Facts.
iced tea, half lemonade.
no, I knew it was. I thought it was like a iced tea. But what I'm saying, I didn't know it was called like an Arnold Palmer. That's the part
So
that
you
made me
never
laugh.
you never went to Chick-fil-A and got an Arnold
No.
Palmer before?
I'm gonna tell you, we was drinking half and half before Aaron Palmer even came out. Our curry out sell half and half. You can get half lemonade, half iced tea. We've been getting that since the 90s. We was getting
Yeah,
Arnold
but
that.
half
Palmer
and
was
half
around in the
came. Arnold
60s,
Palmer,
man.
yeah, I'm about to say he was out way before we was
He
born.
old, man.
Aaron Palmer didn't. They didn't have the Aaron Palmer half and half when they was
No, but
bringing that.
he
You
kind of
talking about the
invented it.
Arizona? You talking
Yeah,
about
not
the
Arizona. You not Arizona tea. Just
That's
basically,
what they
BVO was
get. That's
saying
what they get
when
the
you
name
mix
from.
iced tea and lemonade together, he didn't know people called it Arnold Palmer. And I'm with Brother Ernest. You need to travel more, but that's another
You
that's another lie.
The Aaron Palmer is the golf player. That's where they got the
Right,
name from. That's
right.
where
Arnold
the name
Palmer.
came from. Is because they came out with a brand of Arizona, which was called the Aaron Palmer. It's half lemonade, half iced tea. That's what the name came from.
Uncle Cash in the house. That's a great. Uncle Cash did a great job today talking about the dirt bag. Ricky Hitman Hatton, man. May he rest in peace, man. He was a dirt bag, but
How
I
you say
pray that him
that?
and his friend. Well, he's the one that pulled up the gloves for Tyson Fury when Tyson Fury had them flapjack gloves on. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I don't remember
But
that.
yeah, this is the first fight when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder. He was in the
With the
stand
the
pulling up the
glove
gloves.
gate.
Yeah,
Word.
he was the one that pulled the gloves up.
Yeah,
But moving on
Arnold
to our
Palmer.
next subject, man. I want to ask you
Uh-huh.
guys something. We see a lot of big fights possibly happening. What do you guys think about possibly seeing a return to the ring of seeing Gary Antoine versus Richardson Hitchens? How do you guys see that playing out?
You go first, Free.
Antoine by massacre.
I think Antoine. I think Richardson Hitchinson will be responsible. I don't think he'll win, but I don't think that Antoine will be able to knock him out. He's kind of hard to hit.
No, he's not.
I feel like
Who?
Antoine.
Hitchens?
No, he's not.
If Hitchens get on his bike, he's hard to hit, man.
Yeah, he hard to hit. Where you been, Free?
No, he's not. He's been in the ring with guys that can't keep up with him. That's the difference. Look at the
Right,
guy.
maybe so.
Look
But
at the
we see
opponents.
Antoine Sugar versus Pulo though.
Oh, look at the opponents that he's been in the ring with. He's been in the ring with guys that can't keep up with him. He's not hard to hit.
I don't think
He
Antoine can. I mean, I will obviously. I know Antoine can stop him. Will he? I don't know, but I wouldn't bet on it. I would bet that Antoine in the UD it'd probably be easy to score 9-3, 10-2. I don't see Hitchison wanting to. Once Hitchison gets hit one good time, he's not going to want to engage. But you can't run from Antoine like that either because he'll cut the ring off and find you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that's a good. I mean, I want to see the fight because I'm sick of these young boys. I want to see the 140 start to unify. I don't want to see people taking all these mandatories and doing. I want to see unifications at 140. They're all big names there. They should all fight each other. There's no reason to fight anybody not another champion, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a good fight. I mean, if they make the fight happen, it's going to be a good fight. This is what I want to see. I want to see the 140 unify because we haven't seen any of the 140 unify since Josh Taylor. That's
Right,
the last
that's what I'm
we seen the belts actually get unified. We haven't even seen nobody attempt to unify the belts. So, this is what I want to see. Now we had people call out other fighters, but nobody made an attempt to try to unify the belt. Everybody pretty much stayed in their own lane. We only had like one guy will call out a person here or a person there,
but there was no offer sent. There was no attempt of them trying to unify the division. So if they can make this fight happen, this is what we've been wanting to see. We want to see the top of the division unified. We want to see who's the best 140-pound fighter. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, I believe this person. I believe that person. I believe this person." Well, if they unify, we'll know who the top of the 140.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I
That
don't want to
being
see him sitting around no more. Free. My bad.
But that being
BBO.
said, though, Prize and Free, I think the thing that you guys are kind of like looking over is that we seen Antoine lose pretty. It was a close fight, but it looked like, Antoine couldn't handle boxing because Pulog put on a boxing display versus Antoine, and he lost. So you don't
And
think that'll be the
you
same
don't
thing
think
again?
Antoine learned from that?
You talking
And it
about
was a pretty
Like
close
El
fight.
Rayo?
hold on. You talking about
Wait.
Alberto Puyo?
Yeah.
He lost the
Well,
point.
hold on. He lost to Alberto Puyo, and he just went in there and beat the brakes off of El Rayo. Why you talking about a fight that happened before the El Rayo fight?
Because they got similar styles.
No, they don't.
And Pulo, Hitchens and Pulo
Nah.
are boxers. They're both boxers.
No, El
Yeah.
Rayo not a boxer.
Oh,
Hey, Rayo boxed circles around Pitbull. You
I
forgot
mean, that's
about that?
Pitbull.
What fight would you watch?
That's Pitbull. I'm just saying, usually
Hey, he
El
did
Rayo
it.
be throwing big shots, man. Usually.
Well, he learned. He showed you his levels.
You say that was Pitbull, so you didn't see El Rayo bop until he knocked out Chris Colbert.
Another one where he was throwing haymakers from the back seat, but when I seen him try to box against what's that
BBO, I'm gonna need you to put your glasses on and watch these fights from now on, because that man was not throwing haymakers. That man was setting up a shot. That man was using his jab. He was using his footwork, and he got Chris Colbert where he wanted him, and he landed a big shot. And Chris Colbert went out the ring. That man laid his head outside the ring and said, "I'm done. I'm done."
I don't know where Chris Colbert go from there, but El Rayo definitely, that was a good performance.
That was a great performance.
And then you saw what Antoine did to him. Antoine just, showed you that he's just a rough and tough dude, man. And there's nothing going to stop him, bro.
Antoine did something that I told y'all he would do when he needs to do it. He went out there and boxed. He never had to box before. He just went straight and laid his head on people's chest and beat their body up until they collapse.
But he followed his brother's game plan, and it worked. And Gary Russell Jr. has a trainer. He 1-0 versus old boy over there. What's his name?
Robert
Garcia. Man, that game plan that Gary put together wasn't a better game plan than Robert Garcia put together. Antoine Russell was a better man that night. Beat him up. So, I think he's the best at 140. I don't think none of the other, and I don't want to talk about none of the mandatory. I want to talk about the other champions. Tio, Sabril, you got Antoine. Who's got the other belt?
Tio, Sabril,
Antoine
Richardson and Antoine.
Richardson. Right. Yeah. I need to see unification, but it looked like Sabril already got a fight. I don't know what Sabril got a fight coming up, but I don't know about the other champions. Go ahead, Free.
I'm gonna tell you what's a travesty. Did y'all see the title holders for 147? It's Rolly Romero, Brian Norman, Mario Barrio, and Crocker. Those are the title holders. The one that just won Saturday over.
Yeah.
Those are the title holders.
Wow. 140 came from the best to the worst.
The guy named Donovan.
Oh, you talking about the IBF?
Yeah, the IBF. Yeah.
They get an IBF. It's like let's inconvenience black fighters. They should call that the inconvenience black fighters belt.
That's
shout out to B3. Man. How they should call that, bro? I swear, every time my brother get the IBF, man, they take it right off his waist. I don't know why either. Man.
I was because somebody put the post up today, and I was looking at it, I was like, that is the champions at 147. I'm like, 147.
That's nasty.
147.
I think Rolly and Brian Norman is the fight. If he can get past Brian Norman, if Brian Norman can get past Devin, I would love to see him and Rolly get it on. I got Rolly probably winning by.
I don't
What?
know. I think Crocker can possibly beat Rolly. I think
Never seen
Crocker
him
can
fight.
possibly beat
You see,
Rolly.
I never seen him fight, Free.
I watched the fight Saturday. I think
Yeah.
Crocker could possibly beat Rolly.
Well, how is he? Is he?
He's a boxer. He's a boxer.
Okay. Okay. Well, I
Eh,
mean, 140's become a cesspool that quick when like 3 guys go away.
he said anybody salute my man eye to eye. He said Broner did that on purpose. My other brother Johnny said anybody seen Lou Young's skit with Turkey today? Turkey
Nah.
make the craziest skits, man. I think Turkey is like trolling or something because he make like, why are you making that?
Yeah.
Why you think he did that eye to eye? Why you think Broner did that on purpose? Like what, to get kicked off on purpose? I don't think he would disrespect Cam like that. Cam, you know, gave them an opportunity to come up there. I feel like Cam and him should have known.
Talk to my brother Champ Ross.
I don't think
Should have known that he was
he.
bent. Eye to eye. He should have known that Broner was off the chain, and that they should have never put that on the air. If they
I don't
taped it
think
last
Broner.
night, why they air it today?
I don't think Broner said, "Oh, I'm about to go on this show. Let me go get drunk." I don't think
Right.
that's
That's what I'm saying.
that's doing that on purpose. I think Broner was out
It was
drinking.
already lit. Yeah, he was already
I think
lit.
he was already out drinking, and they say, "Hey,
What
we want
happened
you to
to
come to the
AB?
show. We want you to come to the show."
What happened to
That's
AB?
what happened.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. My whip bring you in 1 second.
Go look what happened on Cam and Mason AB, and then come back, bro. Quick,
Go
Mark.
to the 16-minute mark and check that out, and then come back.
Yeah, you can do that.
My bad.
You can look that
You
while you
good?
can look at that while you're on pause. Yeah.
Mhm.
He said because Broner had mad heat with New York guys for years. He knew how petty Cam is. Broner is a rapper too. I'm gonna say this: Cam is a
I don't know
jerk.
about that.
Cam is an absolute jerk, but I don't think Cam did anything wrong. I mean, but
Cam
I'll
been
say this:
showing mad love to Ohio niggas, man,
But I was about to say,
from a long time, bro.
Cam and Broner are cool. They
Yeah.
ain't got no,
yeah, they
he ain't
always
got
were
no
cool.
beef
Yeah,
with, he ain't got no beef with Cam. Him and Cam is cool.
Yeah.
They always chill together.
He know he messed up. Broner know he messed up. I'm pretty sure he didn't hit Cam by now. I was like, yo, I was up, bro. My fault. And Cam probably like, it's all right, doggy. But Cam not stupid. He probably not had a nigga on there. Or he might say, yo, come sober, my nigga, and I have you back on there. We can talk about that. He can
I mean, you
apologize
saw
to
at the
Stat and all
end.
that.
You saw at the end,
He hugged
Cam
him,
went over
yeah.
there. He went over there and gave him a hug and was like,
Yeah.
"Man, come on, man, get yourself
Yeah.
together."
Yeah. Cam probably was like, all right, I can't let him crash out no more. Like Cam told Bull, yo, man, nigga, boyfriend is here. You gotta chill. Broner was like, oh, word, you know what I mean? Basically. But he that everybody was wrong. Everybody was wrong. Cam was wrong. Broner was wrong for coming in there like that. And the producers, I blame everybody in that situation because somebody like Free just told y'all, the producers you could smell liquor, boy. You rip that big, man, ain't nothing you can do. That's gonna come out your pores. That liquor coming out of them pores. And he got in there, and they should have known that he was bent. They should have been like, "Nah, bro, you
Yeah,
too lit, dog."
that's the producer's fault. That
Yeah,
has nothing to do with Adrien Broner. That has nothing to do with Cam. That's the producer's fault. Like I said, the producers are the ones that get those guests ready before they come up on the show, and they say, "Hey, look, we about to have you come up. Everything you straight? Are you ready?" And they go get them to come up on the show.
wasn't he on Gillian Wallow's show before, AB?
Huh?
AB, was he on Gillian Wallow's
yeah,
show
he was
before?
drunk on there.
Yeah.
He was? I don't
Yeah,
remember
no,
him.
but see,
He wasn't like that, was he?
No, he wasn't like that, but he was a little twisted. But see, with
he do got bad kids.
with Gilly and them, they do be drinking and they do be smoking on the show.
Mhm.
So it's a little more relaxed. It's not the
Mhm.
same atmosphere as what Cam and Mace got going on. That they're more of a podcast where you sitting inside of like I mean I don't know what
Studio.
where they actually have
They're
it
in the
at.
studio.
Yeah, they're in the
Yeah, they're in
studio,
the studio.
but it's not the same. I mean, I'm talking about Gilly and
They're in the studio.
I know they're in the studio, but it's not the same atmosphere. Like
No,
and
like
Mace,
Drink Champs. I
Cam
got
and
you.
Mace studio is like ESPN.
Mhm.
When you go to Gilly and Wallow's studio, it's more like you sitting in somebody's living room or something like that. It's
Yeah,
a little
facts.
bit different.
Yeah, no doubt about it. AB's a grown man, and like I said, he at some point, like he been crying out for help. But I'm pretty sure, like, there's been some good black men around him, And I'm pretty sure they try to say, yo, Adrian, you can't do this, bro. You got mad kids, bro. You can't go buy a
Yeah,
$300,000 car right now, bro.
and that's
You know what I'm
another
saying?
thing too.
He got
Ernest,
to hold himself accountable, free.
that's another thing too. Ernest, like drink champs. You saw when Daggone Benzino went on that. That man literally got bent on the show.
Ripped.
He got.
Yeah, oh man, yeah.
He went from
Brother
hating
John.
Eminem. He went from hating Eminem to crying, talking about he loved Eminem. I'm like,
See, Gillian Wallow is trolls. Cam is a real one for cutting it short. Like, let's stop this. You right. Gillian Wallow would have carried on for a good hour.
They would have roasted him, man.
Man.
That's simple. They would have just roasted him. That's all
But
they
Cam
would
is a
have
real
did.
dude for just like, you know what, this is out of pocket right now. Like I have to protect this female, so I don't need nobody trying to sue me. It's all kind of things that, probably went through Cameron head. And he probably was like, man, yo, man, no, then he said what he said. But go ahead, BDO.
Let me say this, man. For just $2.99, that's a cup of coffee. You can join the Doghouse community. That's just $2.99. You can join the Doghouse community, man. Its support goes a long way. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Smash the like button. We here to do it for y'all, man. But go ahead, West Indian Mark is in the house with his take. Go ahead, West Indian Mark. And no cussing, man.
Yeah, Mark, no cussing.
I don't really cuss that much, but salute to all my brothers in here. Salute to the Sports Talk Network. Shout out to everybody in the building.
I didn't give you your belly, man. You said you don't cuss.
I don't cuss that much on
Go
your
ahead,
show.
man. Go ahead,
I gotten
man.
a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
go
gonna let
ahead,
you
man.
demons bring me down.
Demons. That's
Bunch
a
of
tough one, Mark.
coons.
Oh, here we
Go
go.
ahead.
Here we go.
Anyways, as I was just saying, was disgraceful. What I just saw was disgraceful, but it's not unexpected. This is who Adrien Broner has been for a very long time. Adrien Broner has a problem. He clearly is an alcoholic. I agree 1000%. Cam said it himself on the before he kicked him out. He said, "Bro, you violating," and we talked about this. And I think that might have had something to do with the way with him flirting with the girl, or I don't know, or just him being drunk in general. He just couldn't tolerate it at a certain point. But yeah, I'm not really surprised by this at all. But what I will say is, big props to Cameron. He really just handled that as calmly, maturely, and as respectfully as he could, and went on with the show.
Yeah. I ask you this, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Were you surprised to see that alcoholism is still so bad for this young man?
No,
Poison.
because who is really like at what point have you seen, have we heard about AB going to rehab? Like, I've never heard anything we just hear is about him getting ready for a comeback for a fight. Like, I've never heard anything about this man going to get himself help.
no, he went for rehab.
I'm
He
not
went to rehab
surprised.
before. He went to rehab before.
Yeah, he got help before.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to rehab before.
I apologize.
Smash the like button. Smash the like button, family.
I
Shout out
apologize.
brother.
I did not know.
I'm putting on wrong information, but still, it obviously hasn't helped. Obviously, he hasn't doubled down on what he learned.
No, see, the thing is, when you go to rehab, you go to rehab to get help, but the second part to the rehab is eliminate yourself around the temptation. He never eliminated himself from around the temptations because he was still hanging out with the same folks that drunk. He was still going to parties. He was still
games,
going to the fights and things like that. He never eliminated himself because the first thing you do when a person go to rehab, they stop all of the whatever the habit is. They stop that. You sit in there for a certain amount of days and you stop that. The next step to the rehab is eliminating yourself. You got to go to the meetings so you can be around people that is going through the same thing that you're going to try to stay off of it. But if you don't eliminate yourself around it, the temptation is there. Once you get back around it, you're going to be tempted to do it again. And then once you take that first sip or you take that first hit, it's going to be all of those old feelings are going to come back again. Yep. So you got to eliminate yourself from around the temptation. He never had that moment. Yes, he did the first step, which was go to rehab, but he never eliminated himself.
He never completed the mission. And that's
Right.
it's just like missions. Like if you playing GTA or something, like there's missions you got. Like he did one step, but you still got to go to mission 2. Clean up your mess. Do better. And he got mad kids, bro. So your money have to carry you. So when you get 300,000, you don't need to go spend 30,000 at the strip club on strippers and bottles. You need to,
That's out. That's out.
well, we know that
That's
part. We
out.
know that part. We know that
No,
part. But
no, I'm not
I'm
saying you don't know
saying
that. I'm just saying.
you go
I'm
buy
just
yourself
saying,
a
Prime,
hundred
that's
and
out.
$20,000 car. It's just not this like you can't control him this clearly. I'm pretty sure Al Heyman said, "Now, Adrian, I'm gonna give you an advance, but you got to do this and you got to do that." You see what this one is doing? Look at such and such house. You got to come on, bro. I must put you in the. You don't think Al tried to tell the name? Al, we all know he gave Adrian advances. It wasn't good enough. Adrian
Keep
Broner's
in
out of
mind,
control. He got
Jam-
let's not act like he don't got OGs, bro.
No, but see, the
Jamal
thing is,
Charlo been on drugs. Excuse me, I don't want to
I
say
ain't
the
gonna say
wrong thing.
that. That's
He was
crazy.
on. He had an alcohol problem. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say drugs. He had an alcohol problem, whatever the case may be. The brother lives in a palace. The brother lives in a palace. So the thing about AB is when you get your money, man, and it's not BVO saying I know all the answers. I'm not Sway. I don't have all the answers. I'm just saying that hey, you got to kind of do a little bit better than that because seeing AB walk out of there with $5,000 in cash, that was to me humiliating. AB should not even need that money. He should be what people don't
How
remember.
much money he
Adrian
got?
Broner,
How much money you walk out with?
$5,000. Adrien Broner had a chance to make $30 million with Rock Nation. He turned that down to stay with Bob, to stay with Al Heyman.
Which was the
People don't
right.
remember that. AB was offered $30 million, man. And he didn't take the money to stay with Al Heyman.
But he might have been bigger than $30 million, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he did the right thing by staying with Al, but you got to stay in shape and fight. And Al's going to make sure you, like Earl, and like you said, Earl and Charlo and them, they cribs is, they fight once a year and they cribs is palaces. You know what I'm saying?
You
So,
seen that big
no.
old house he got
man,
free
Charlo
But
house
see,
is
down there in
crazy.
Houston?
It's
the thing
crazy.
is, you gotta understand. It's not Al. It's not anybody. It's AB because the money that Al was giving AB was AB's money. Al would get AB's money and give him an allowance so he wouldn't blow it. But
You're right.
once he gets his money, Al can't tell him what to spend it on. That's his money. He can spend it on whatever he want to spend it on. That's up to AB to spend his
Chains.
money
You know,
wisely.
them young boys go buy them Chrome Heart jeans at 10,000. Like they go
That's
buy
what I'm saying.
$10,000
That's what little
jeans.
Meat. That's what
This
little
man
Meaches did.
Adrien Broner.
But see, the thing is, when you get accustomed to living a certain lifestyle, you don't know how to stop. Like that's just like you, Prize. You make the amount of money you make now. You have a lifestyle that you live.
Right.
If you lose your job, let's say God forbid you lose your job and
I'm
you get
cooked.
another job,
I'll
you
eat my
still gonna
savings up.
you know what? Listen, what I'm saying. You still gonna be accustomed to living the way you live. So
Oh, for sure.
you still gonna be spending your money on what you're accustomed to, and it's
True
not
that.
the same amount of money that you've been making, but
True
that's
that.
what you are accustomed to. So it's almost like a habit, or it is a habit. Is a habit. You're accustomed to that, so you don't know how to slow down because
Yeah.
you're accustomed to living a certain way. It's the
I
same
can't
thing
imagine
with these
taking all
celebrities.
my stuff away, man. I'll be if I start having cash and assets because
Yeah,
I owe though,
AB,
I'll be tripping.
Let me say this though, real quick.
AB,
Go ahead.
yeah, AB blew $1 million in one trip to Miami. Okay, this man flushed $10,000 down the toilet. I'm gonna be I don't really feel bad for him. Like I don't have no sympathy for him at all
My
whatsoever.
man Ernest
Like
is
not even
talking
a little
crazy
bit.
in the chat. He said, Ish, I need an alert when fire pump off paid too much for the junk to go up and smoke. My man John
Somebody
said real brothers
got
don't change they fire detector. And you know what's funny? If you want to, you'll really ignore that beat because when I lived in the projects, those fire alarms stayed beeping. But you
yeah.
know, in the jets, if it's red, it's on. So we good.
Crap.
But I did hear somebody say that he got a
Yeah.
Napoleon complex. That might be true. That might be true, but
And he is a gambler too, like eye to eye, like brother eye to eye said.
he
You
got
know,
too he got too many vices. That's all I'll tell you.
he
AB
got
got too
too
many
many.
vices.
He got too many poisons that he got to deal with. He got to fight with the alcohol. He probably got to
But
fight with the gambling. He probably
BBO,
got to fight with the girls.
you
You
was
know what I'm
talking about
saying?
the money. You was talking about the money that they gave him. That's what they give
And he
for an
probably
interview.
got CTE
That's
prize.
what they give for
Too.
interviews. I mean, we heard them give out. I mean, that's what they give out for interviews. I told you when those guys get to a certain level, when they do interviews, they get paid for those interviews. It ain't none of these. Oh, we're gonna do an interview for free. They get paid to do those interviews. So that was what they pay for an interview. They pay Adrien Broner $5,000 to do an interview. That it is what it is. That's what they do.
No, I'm just saying that's some good money. That's some good
Yeah,
money, man, for a
yeah,
couple minutes of talking.
Yeah, no
yeah.
doubt. And you get to chill with somebody
That that's the reason
that you
why.
look
That's the
up
reason why
to.
you
He
don't
rock with
see.
Cam.
That's the reason why you don't see Tank Davis on these little YouTube channels doing interviews, because when he's on there with Say Cheese and Cigar Talk and all them, they pay him for those interviews. He ain't doing those interviews for
You
free.
know what would have been thorough if AB could. You know what would have made it. It wouldn't have made it better, but it might have made it a little bit. We might look at it a little bit different. If when Cam pulled out the money, he tried to take and tell Cam, you know what, I don't, that's on me, dog. Like what I just did, that was out of pocket. I would have took him in the back, like, I don't want your money. Keep your 5,000.
You know the funny thing
I would have
about it
not.
though?
He accepted the money, made me feel more bad, because I
Mhm.
rock with AB. And I know Marky don't feel bad, but I did. Cause there's a young brother that's just all he needed is just the right system for. I'm not talking about for boxing. I'm talking about for his life. If he was under a
I think
system
he's
like how
growing
I
his
like
prime.
the system that my family, if he was
See,
with us, he
the,
would be okay. We would get him
the
right.
the thing is, he's under the influence. He might
Mhm.
he might go back after he sleep and the alcohol wears off. He might think about it, and be like, "Damn, I messed up. Let me holler at them and apologize because I messed up." When you under the influence, you ain't thinking about nothing about that moment. You going about your business. You under the influence. You ain't thinking
Yeah.
about that.
And I'm not really joking when I say this. I don't wish no harm on any of these athletes or AB, because there was a point in time where I really like AB Price. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's anything where I got anything against him or I wish any harm to come there. But I think AB might be I think he might and again, I don't know this. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But I think he might have CTE on top of whatever issues he might have
Marcus,
had
we
from.
can't say that, man. We can't say
What do you
that,
mean we
bro.
can't say that?
We
We
can't
could
say
talk
that,
about
bro.
injuries.
You think that?
Okay,
No, I'm
all
just
right, my
saying.
bad. Go ahead,
No,
go ahead,
no,
go
I'm
ahead,
not
go
saying
ahead.
it a
No,
bad way.
because
I'm not saying it.
no, go ahead, go ahead. I
No, what?
apologize. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying is this: we can't say something like CTE because you won't even know if you have it till you're dead. That's the thing you got to remember. They can only
I was
CTE.
just gonna make a point about old fighters.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Go
Nah,
ahead.
well,
No,
wait,
but
real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Hold
Brother
on.
eye
Let
to
Marky
eye.
go
finish up
ahead.
and then
Oh,
you'll go.
my
Then you'll
fault,
go. My
Marky.
bad.
My bad, Marky. I was going
Go
to
ahead,
respond to
Mark.
the
My bad.
comment.
I ain't mean to step all over you. My bad, Mark. Go
Nah, you
ahead.
good. That's on me, Mark.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say well, let me say it like this. People a lot of times use alcohol or they use different types of drugs to mask or cope with pain. That's all I was just gonna say. And
Yeah.
I hope AB decides to go and get himself help. I don't know if it's gonna take rehab. I don't know if it's gonna take, because again, I don't know if he has CTE or if he's dealing with something, because he got beat. Oh my god, like some of the beatings he took in his career. Like that's all I'm saying. Like we talk about football players all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Tua getting blasted once or twice,
Mm-hmm.
and people are saying he's gonna be cooked when he's older. Think about what happened to AB against Madonna. That was like multiple car crashes. I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I
Nah,
hope the
but
man gets himself together. Cause and another point, just quickly, he's
mhm,
prize. I think he's past his peak years in
mhm.
terms of earning potential. Now
Yeah.
maybe if he get it together, he could get himself in the podcasting world.
He would be dope because
But
he has a gift of gag. He
that
can talk.
he man, if he got a show with if he
It'd be
got a
gonna be
podcast with
fire.
Thurman, if they
Forget
locked
Thurman.
him
He can do it by
down.
himself.
If
Maybe
they
one of these
locked
other
him
mans.
down to a contract at Pro Box,
But
okay,
real
I
quick,
mean,
brother,
AB
eye to
might be
eye.
cooking with fire. He might be
Adrien
cooking.
Broner, what he did was he kept
Oh, him.
saying,
People got to
hold on
remember
real quick.
Don King. My bad.
Hold on.
Don King. Oh,
Let me
go
read
ahead.
the
My bad.
comment. Let me do the comment, then you got it.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. What he did eye to eye, Cam told him he kept going at the little chocolate shorty that read the stat baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
He kept going at her like stat man. He kept saying like, and Cam was like,
If
he
she's
laughed it off.
Saudi, I'm Arabia.
Yeah, right. And they laughed that off. And they laughed that off. But Cam kept telling him, all right, look, like when he did it like 2 or 3 or 4 times, Cam had told him, like, all right, look, her boyfriend is here. Like, let's chill, like, let's chill regular. And then they tried to go into football, and then he went back to Floyd, then he came back in, and then Cam had told him, man, Tom, it's a video, you gotta go do your research. It's a video where they break up every last one of parts of Broner, doing what he was doing, and then Cam trying to
Oh,
check him on it, and then that was it. Cam he can't do it because you don't know
Cam didn't
how
do that, did he?
what
He did that. Oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't interrupt. My bad. That's super corny. My bad. I'm sorry.
what do you do?
If you saying he did what you just said, that is corny, bro.
He
They
told the boy that.
put a
Hey,
clip
so
out on him. Oh,
wait, what you talking about? Me?
no. I'm talking about they put clips of AB.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
they broke
that
it
is
all the way
Did
corny.
down.
Cam produce that?
Not Cam. No, not Cameron. Somebody from the internet. The internet has no filter.
Okay, a
Somebody from the
content
internet
creator.
shot and broke the video all the way down to where it was just AB's like stat baby, just saying stuff, and then Cam was like, "Yo, you wilding." Da, da, da. And then Cam told him, like, niggas' boyfriend is here. Like, you guys. And then AB was like, all right, and then he went back and did it again. And that's when Cam had told him, like, so. Like I said, brother, eye to eye, I feel like it was everybody's fault. It was a collective type of deal. Like Free said, there's producers. Cameron is from the streets. He can see somebody rip. As soon as AB would have shook my hand and before backstage, and we would have went talking before I'd have cut the cameras on, I would have known he was too lit for this. And I would have been like, you know what, just chill in the background. And then we just going to, May Stat could have just talked about football and just have AB there. And then maybe try to figure out something else. But they should have never cut the cameras on and let it roll. Like I said, they tape at night. So they dropped it today. If there was that, they should have not dropped the video. So because so like I said, it's AB's fault too. He was out there chilling, getting hammered. He got nice, and he went on the show and he played himself. You know what I mean? So,
Can I
but
ask you a
there's a
question, Prize? Because
yeah.
I want, because I don't have Miss BBO here. I wanted to get Miss BBO to answer this. I don't know if she's seen it. If you had your lady here, I wish we had a lady to answer that. Was what AB saying that bad? I wish we had a lady to answer that, man.
On TV, yes. If I'm sitting there and you made a joke about my shorty, I made a short, okay. I made a joke about Miss BVO, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All
Yeah,
right.
I can hear you.
You laugh it off. Cam laugh it off. Prize, you wildin'. And then I just be like, man, Miss BBO. Man, you know what I mean? What you mean? Like you said it once already. Now you said it 3 and 4 more times. And I'm there. I'm like, are he tipsy? See, me, my personality, I'd be like, yo, AB rip, man. But I don't F with him after this because he disrespected me. Because Cameron told you I was there. Rather you see me there, don't know what I look like, it don't matter. You know that I'm there because Cameron said that I'm there. If I keep doing it, big as you is, you would have trashed me. What you mean?
I know what
You
you
probably
mean.
would have came on the
You got a good
set.
point. You got a good point.
Every man think different about his woman. Maybe the dude was probably like me. Like, man, I rock with AB, man. That nigga was trolling. And my shorty, I probably was like, yo,
AB hard
Shirley,
to beat.
I'd have been
AB
like,
is hard to
it
beat.
don't matter. People not really fighting. People is unaliving people. So it's not a
Yeah, that's a
game.
good
Life is
point.
not a
That's a
game.
good point.
So you don't know how crazy I am. What if I'm one of them crazy boyfriends that would unalive AB and just crashed out? Because I'm going through my stuff. So you don't know what people going through. So when Cameron told, if I'm wilding, I'd be like, all right, Prize, I'm gonna think in my head, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna fall way back because Cam is again. Mace tried to change it about some background ish. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he was
you know what I
being
mean?
slick.
AB,
Shout out to Mace.
yeah. Shout out Mason Betha, but AB got to hold himself accountable. Everybody got to hold themselves accountable. Cam should have never brought that nigga on his joint because he know the boy was wilding, but he brought him on, and that happened. And they released the videos. So, and Cam said there's more behind the
Oh,
scenes to
video
come.
they released. Oh, that is so. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Cam is corny, dude.
Cam said there's
Free,
behind
what
the
you think
scenes
about
stuff
this?
coming
Free,
too.
what you think about this, Free? I gotta hear from you,
Yeah.
Free. That is corny. Super my
What's
brother Clarence McClain. Have you
Shout
subscribed
out, brother
to
Clarence.
my Muslim brother Clarence McClain? He got everything you need. Oils. And shout out to Clarence
what?
McClain. All jokes
That's
Y'all
aside,
crazy.
racist.
That's crazy.
my man Clarence got a brand new movie coming out on Tubi, man. Supporting.
Shit.
I think the trailer's gonna drop real soon, man. Shout out to my man Clarence McClain. He doing his thing.
I don't know if
Super
you're
my
serious
brother,
or not.
super my brother Cam J. No, I'm serious. My man got a movie dropping. Can
Then
you show
shout
some
out.
support? Y'all haters, man.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
didn't.
showing the
I
black
don't know.
man
You
some
be
love.
trolling.
I'm
I'm
showing the
trying.
black man
I
some
want to show
love.
the black man some love if you serious about it. And shout
Shout out to
out
Clarence
Killer
on his new
Cam
movie
J.
coming out, bro. He about to come out on Tubi, man. I don't know why you hating, dog. Man.
See, yeah, that's crazy. But you know
Why
what? I'll take
Clarence?
one
They
of them.
said thank you.
Shoot,
Why you ain't
don't
post
act
the
like you.
links?
Hold on, Mark. Don't act like you want to take one of them little $25,000 Tubi checks right now, boy. Stop playing. We all would.
We
Man,
all would take that.
absolutely,
That's
bro.
good money. I
Them
think Free
Tubi movies
froze.
be wild as hell.
Man, I don't care what they are. If they
Oh,
cutting
the
the
Free,
check,
you
I go in
froze?
there and be
You
goofy
freeze,
too.
Free?
Absolutely.
Nah, free
Oh,
chilling.
you was sitting there quiet for a little. Hey, we need Beanie. Where's Beanie Free at, man? Get on here, Free. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man.
Yeah.
Because we got my brother Free. He about to drop some Jews, man. And like I said, go subscribe to my man Clarence McClain. My brother got a brand new movie coming out. Support him, man. I love that brother. I think he's from the Bronx. So make sure y'all show some love to my guy, man.
You tripping.
You wildin'. Follow brother Cam J Network too. He be cooking.
Shout out my brother Cam J. Even
Yeah,
though he's
for
from
sure.
Cincinnati, shout out to Cincinnati,
I don't
man.
care where you
They
from.
doing it. Hold on 1 second. What's going on, Cam? How you feeling, man?
Killer
What's
Cam.
good, fellas? What's good, fellas? STN fellas.
Salute,
What's good with
salute.
What's
y'all, man?
good?
We
Roll
in.
with
What's
the
Hey,
up with you?
punches, huh?
before you say anything, let me say this live on the show because I didn't get to say it to you. Your boy BVO was out of order, and I'm sorry for
Oh
spotting all
man.
your show, man. My bad, man.
Ah man,
I love you,
you
bro.
good, bro. Man, you good, bro. Like I just like you know what I'm saying. Just
He must have fell on the steps. He'll be
Damn.
back. He'll be back. He fell on the steps.
He was just about to get to going too.
But go ahead, Free.
What was the question?
My
Ain't no
question,
questions. Oh.
no, my question was very simple, man. So after this, man, do you think AB will be invited to more podcasts? What do you say?
Oh yeah, he'll be invited again.
You know where they
Because
gonna have him at free? They gonna
yeah,
have him
my
on that
bad,
pop
bro.
the balloon.
Yeah,
They gonna
I
have
had
him on
to
that
exit out
pop
of
the
here.
balloon John free. You know when they pop the balloon John?
Oh,
That's
here
what
you
they
go,
be.
man. Here you go with your messy self, man. Go ahead, Cam. Give us something, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, you all good, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. I know that little situation was just it is what it is. We ain't gonna talk about. We talk about that
Yeah,
off the camera. You feel me? You know,
Yeah.
they ain't about
yeah,
nothing for real. But
yeah.
yeah, man. The little situation with AB was crazy, man. Today,
Crazy work.
man. It was just like unfortunate, man, because I seen it today and I seen it. Somebody sent it to me. I'm like, oh man. So at first, my first initial thought, I'm thinking like, oh man, this is about to be a good one. AB with Cam and Mace, like I'm thinking AB gonna be on point. But then looking into the whole, start of the interview, you
Mm-hmm.
got AB like, man, I didn't even know I was gonna be on here. He up here, he didn't even know he was going. It was almost a situation where it's like it always made me feel like they seen AB out there in Miami and then they like, man, come kick it, whatever, woo woo. And then they wooed them into the, you know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
the situation and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. It's just reading into it a little bit. But with the interview though, they asked him some boxing questions. He didn't really, he answered some of them, didn't answer them fully 100%, and you could tell like he tipsy. Tell he definitely been drinking for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I can tell you, like, myself being from Cincinnati and knowing AB, and AB's been to Cincinnati a lot recent time, but like definitely been drinking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how you training and you drinking at the same
Yeah.
time?
He lost so much weight.
it's
on his
crazy. Like I don't
Instagram,
know
man.
because
Yeah.
he been training in recent time and like because they announced him supposed to fight in recent time and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
like he training, then he drinking at the same time, and it's just like man, it's just a hot mess, man. It's a hot mess, man. Like AB, I told people earlier like that was hitting me up about AB today, and I said, man, AB, I can tell you personally that I know. AB demon is alcoholism.
Hmm.
It's a demon for him. It's a demon personally for him. Like, I'm from Cincinnati. He's from Cincinnati. All of everybody from Cincinnati is talking about this on a different level compared to the world because we know it and see it firsthand. So like it's a different perspective for us compared to the world. Seeing AB firsthand and see and knowing personally what he be on, you know what I mean, right now. So like it's just very unfortunate, man. It's like you just all you can do is just pray for my brother, man. That's
You
all you
know what
can
else
do.
I feel like he do, Cam? I feel like he spend the money up before he get the money. I feel like he got a fighter
Yeah.
now, so he just wilding out right now. You know what I mean? Because he know he finna get a probably a couple hundred grand. I'm pretty sure his name still probably costs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he fighting for no 25, 50,000. You know what I'm saying? So I
Let
still
me
I
let
mean,
think
me
he
he.
made some
let me.
good. He made some good money in that Blair Cars fight, from what I heard.
That's what
He
I'm
made some good
saying.
Yeah, he
money in
That's
that
got
what
two
I.
fight.
million
That's what
dollars.
I'm
He got
hearing.
$2 million after taxes.
It's just
Let me
like
ask you.
it's just with him. He AB is like people don't. A lot of people don't see. They see like a lot of the wild shit that he be doing on the internet. The
Yeah.
thing with AB, I would say like he's one of the most kind-hearted guys. He's the guy that was feeding everybody around him. Like he
Mm-hmm.
feed people around him now. You know what I mean? So like everybody will see him do all the wild stuff, but he's the guy that like would give the shirt off his back and give his last dime to his best friends and everybody that's around him and everything. That's the thing about him too. So like, no, that was the thing too. Back in the past, you heard interviews with him. He got Africa got an interview with him on. He had an interview on Danger Project that just
Mm-hmm.
dropped a few days ago, where he was talking about AB, talking about he's like, man, I love AB, AB that looked out for me and all of that stuff. So and then like the part where that really that was really big that they didn't show the part when they was talking about the tank, pretty much where AB said, "Yeah, I seen Tank in Miami, whatever. We was at the casino, whatever, and then we hung out all night, whatever. And then he ended up dropping me off, and before he dropped me off, Tank went in his pocket and took all the money that he had in his pocket and gave it to me before he dropped me off. They didn't play that part. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
play the
they play
parts
him
that
like a
like
demon.
they
They
play
play
the
him like a
parts that they
demon.
wanted to play. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and then this
Yeah.
is my thing too. Like with the whole interview though. And I think y'all mentioned it on here already too. The thing is, they had the time like they got deleted scenes that just dropped on their channel just now. Deleted scenes.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and I
plenty.
seen the clips. I seen the clip
I
for the
told you,
deleted
BVO,
scene
that Cam was gonna
where
drop deleted scenes.
yeah, they
I
dropped it
just said
already.
that.
It's
They
already
already did it.
dropped.
He
It's
already
about
did it.
16
I
minutes
ain't see
worth of it.
He's
I
a
ain't see
hoe,
About
yeah.
man. That's
16
that's a
minutes
hoe
worth of
stuff,
it.
man. Excuse my language.
It,
That's crazy.
it's crazy because it's like
No cussing, bro. Keep it clean,
yeah,
BVO, please.
we understand like Cam, like the way he handled it with that baby, like he handled it as far as like protecting her. Yeah, we
Girly
understand that
stuff.
aspect. And, like that, like you know what I'm saying, like the boyfriend's in the building, understandable as far as that aspect. But the thing is, y'all stopped the show and then y'all was talking to AB, telling him like, yo, chill, whatever. Y'all, when it came to the football aspect, when y'all knew y'all didn't have no conversation for us, the boxing out of AB for real. Y'all should have just like, yo, man, AB, man, we gonna kick it, or whatever, chill, you kick it,
That's
whatever.
what I
But
said. Yep.
that it's done. It's done after this. It's done. They supposed to just dead it everything after the boxing talk. The boxing conversation was dead after that.
That's why
That's
I
when
said
they
it's
supposed
a
to do it. They
hey
Let
kept
me
him
let
Cam.
me
over
let me
for the
let me
That's
say
why I
this
football
real
said,
quick.
segment.
Hold on
hey
one
They
Cam,
second,
kept
Paul.
him
Let me
that's
over
why I
for the
said it was a
football
collective.
segment.
That's
hold on,
why I said it's a
hold on,
collective
let me say this
thing,
real
yo.
quick. Let me say this real quick.
Everybody's wrong.
So one thing I want you to do real quick, Kim, if you can you dispel the rumor that AB is broke? I hear people lying saying he broke. Can you tell us? I know you've seen it before. Does AB look
I
broke to
can't.
you?
I can't necessarily say what his pockets looking like. I don't want to be the man
I'm talking
reading
about how
into his
he's living.
pocket.
I'm talking about you
How
can
he
tell how
living?
somebody living,
I
and
mean,
you
like
know.
he's good. He's good. He ain't like all off his, like where he homeless and none of that. Like he's good. He got a spot and everything out here and everything. He's good
His
for us.
crib, he be in that same crib. I think that's paid off. I think Al Heyman, somebody was saying that Al helped him, like that one crib with the pool table and him and his boys would be in. It'd be the same crib on his IG. I think
Yeah,
that one is
he
paid off, though.
good for us. Like you know what I'm saying, for us place and all of that. Like he's good for us. That it ain't no issue for us.
But
That
what I'm saying is, like, he run around like a dude with a really good job. That's basically what I'm gonna put it as. Even if he don't have what he did have, he run around like he got it, like he a dude with a real good job.
Nah,
Am I wrong?
he was bent, bro. Nah, he was bent. He wasn't testing nobody temperature. He was
No,
now this
when I
literally
my
say
jumping
thing.
out the
Now,
window.
hold on, let me ask y'all
no,
this. Did y'all see AB's interview with Danger Project?
no.
That interview was worse.
Oh
It was
well,
worse than this. Y'all ain't
it
see
was
that
what?
interview. That interview was worse.
Oh,
Like
is it recent? How
right
old is
now,
it?
it was like
A
probably
year
about
or
a
two?
year or a year and a half ago, close to 2 years maybe.
All right, a year or
But
two.
that
So,
interview was worse though than what y'all seen today. Like that like AB couldn't even function in the interview with Danger Project. Like
mm,
Right.
they paid him a deposit for that interview with Danger Project, and they said that they rescheduled the interview a couple of times, and then
mm,
when it came to the day that they had scheduled, AB came up and he was tipsy, he was drunk,
mm,
and then it came down to where they AB he thinking about the back end, he thinking about the rest of the money, and
Mm-hmm.
he ended up running content on that was their first interview with a boxer,
Mm.
and that first interview, they went live. They literally went live on their YouTube channel with the interview, and it was just a super bad look because it was live in the rec, and they got a lot of flack for that. From like Danger Project got a lot of flack for that interview. Like you will see it on their channel where they talk about it a lot. They get a lot of flack for that interview in particular. Like that interview was AB's worst interview I've seen. Like
what that
I think
one?
I know
worst.
what
That
you're
one,
talking about. Now let
really?
me do this real quick before I forget. Now we got a superstar in the house, man. My brother do a lot for the kids. Shout out to my man Clarence McLean, man. He do the stuff with the cops and kids. This is an icon from the Bronx, man. What's going on, man? How you feeling, Clarence?
Yo, what's going on, family? What's up with y'all?
Man, trying to catch up to you,
Well,
man.
Salute.
What's good, Clarence?
Yo, BBO, listen. Because of you, you got people in New York running up to me, asking me, do I sell all type of cologne and stuff? I need
Oh,
you to
that's
stop it, yo.
crazy. That's
Stop.
crazy.
my bad. My
Stop,
That's
bad.
yo.
crazy.
I'm
My
standing in front of Apollo and the dude is like, yo, you got that on you today? I'm like, God, what? He like, you the dude that sell the cologne, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, yo, I watch BBO and that's what he be saying. I'm like,
That's
dude,
crazy.
dude,
my
That's
bad.
nasty.
My bad.
That
yo,
man don't
BBO, I
sell
need you
no
to.
oils.
I don't sell
My
no oils,
That
bro.
man don't sell no oils, bro.
I don't
For the
sell
record.
no oils. I don't sell. Yo, BBO got people pressing me in New York, in my own city. This is crazy.
That's nasty, BVO.
That's
I'm gonna
nasty work.
I'm gonna need my bean pie, my newspaper, and
Yo,
my
here we go.
incense.
Here we go. Here
That's
we go. Here
crazy.
we go. This is what I'm talking about. Cam, you
Hey
see what I
Cam,
mean, Cam?
if you
That's
need
what I'm
That's
your
talking
car
about,
crazy.
Cam.
bomb, man,
It's
holler at
nasty
my brother
work. It's
Cam.
nasty.
My wife is out here like, you got a hustle I don't know about? This is crazy.
You causing home problems,
You
BVO.
causing
That's
home. You
wild.
waking up a happy home, BBO.
Nah,
Stop it.
don't put that on the man of God. Don't put that on the
You
man
know,
of
as soon
God.
as BVO
That's
call my
sad.
phone behind the scene, the first thing I do is take him off speakerphone because I don't know what he gonna say.
Yeah, man. Because
And I love
BBO,
my
but
brother, and I'll be like, you know what? I'll let him talk and go on, and I'll tell him how
He
I
cold.
feel, and I'll be like, yo, brother, you know what I mean? BBO, you know what I'm saying? But you
yo,
know what?
Cam.
I'll be like that too, though. So
You
no
got to
knock to
hit
him.
BVO with the code word, man. I am hungry as
Hey,
fuck. Let
hey,
I don't hit no
Nah,
code
I
words.
just
I just
ate.
take them off speakerphone.
hey,
I don't need
prize
to
fighter,
explain
prize
myself
fighter.
like that. What
Prize
up,
fighter.
bro?
BBO is the type to say, yo, I seen you and your girl Saturday. Y'all look real good, and that wasn't even your girl.
That'd be
Uh,
He'll,
crazy.
he'll mess it up. He'll
no,
mess
come
it
on with
up.
that type
Nah,
of thing.
I don't think he that
Not the
bad.
man of
He
God.
not
Not the man
that
of God.
bad.
That better
He
be
But
not
let
your
that.
me
He
but
man.
let
not
me
that
say
bad.
this.
That's
Shout out
I
to
just
crazy.
ate.
Prize. So I'm in a gas station, man. This Japanese
Oh
dude give me
man, that
all
was
this time.
crazy. BVO,
So
man.
so I say I need the receipt. And he say, you ain't pump no gas? I said, mofo, you can look and see I pop gas.
Man.
And
I was like, yo, you can't. I was like, man, you about to beat up the gas station, man. I was like, you
no,
can't beat everybody up, bro. I
all I
can't. I
said
just
was,
told him,
mofo,
man.
we got gas, man. I said,
Nah, man, that man, they was like, buddy, you got to pump. You never pumped the gas. And BBO was like, mother,
You,
I pumped the 20 with whatever he pumped.
hey,
And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what did you? I'm like, yo, you can't beat up the gas station,
oh
man, bro.
man.
yo, BBO,
That's how we
man, you
do it
gotta
in
relax.
BBO
Ohio.
got
Cam, tell him
BBO
that's
got
how
back
we
in the
do
whip,
it.
was like, yo, you right, fries, man. He's like, man, I gotta. I'm like, yo, you good, dog. Like, but you can't, you don't gotta whip everybody.
This nigga BVO is good in convincing people because my wife for 3 months thought BVO was Mexican.
No,
Wow.
Yeah,
yo,
that's a
get out of
fact.
here.
That's a fact.
Yeah, never. Cam, you hear these
That's a
dudes talking
fact.
about somebody from Ohio? You hear this, Cam? You let niggas
My
No,
wife,
know.
she thought BVO was Mexican. She's like, is he Mexican? Because he don't like no
That's
black
crazy.
fighters. He don't like
my
no black fighters. I was
hey,
like,
hey,
nah,
hey,
he
BBO,
black.
my wife saw a picture of you and swear to God, she thought you was Suge Knight's son, man.
There you
Oh.
go, man. There you go. And he
And
said,
that's how
he
he be
said he
doing.
bought.
You should have
He
heard
said
him
he
on the
bought his
phone
wife in
today.
it.
He
See,
snapped on the
Memphis
gas
Bleak.
station man. The
Keep
gas
in
station
mind,
man told
you gotta hold
BBO.
on, Pride. You gotta watch Memphis Bleak. You gotta watch Memphis Bleak, aka man Clarence McClain, because he'll
That's
talk crazy
crazy.
like he'll
Damn, you
talk
call him
crazy.
You
Memphis
talk
Bleak?
crazy.
He called him
I
Memphis
wish
I
I
Bleak,
was on the
dog?
phone when he snapped on the
You
gas
call him
station.
Memphis Bleak on State Prop?
Hey, I
that
tell you
man
what,
That's
I
nigga.
tell you what,
crazy.
prize fighter. Some of these
Hey,
amateurs in
BBO
New,
greasy, man.
some of these amateurs in New York, when BBO was at the fight, they saw him, right? And they said, I wanted to come up and speak to him, but that's a big dude. That's a man, you should
Yeah.
have came up and speak to him. He
He
cool. They was
cool.
like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
he
he a big
cool.
dude.
He gotta stop being that way, man.
You know what's
Told you.
funny though? Hey Kim, I'm gonna tell you guys something funny. When I went to the Xander fight, and I'll never forget me and my wife walking through, and my wife said, "All these Spanish people know you." I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't know the channel was Spanish like that. You know, so salute there, Audible Weekers, man, Dominicans. Appreciate y'all watching BVO, man. And you know, I love Andy Cruz. Still like Canelo. So appreciate everybody, man. We work, me and Tommy from the Bronx. I'm working on my Spanish, man. Hopefully we can start. I'm gonna start doing some segments in Spanish, but I gotta do some more work. We're gonna do our thing though, man.
Yo,
We're gonna
this
do our
dude is
thing.
crazy. I
Yeah.
can't with this guy. I
Because keep
can't
in
with him.
mind, before we get back to something, keep in mind when y'all see D-Free, that is not a black guy, that is a Puerto Rican. So I want
That's
you
crazy.
guys not to be fooled. This is a Puerto Rican D-Free.
And that beer that Free got is not real, y'all. He glues it on. So I'm just letting y'all know.
I took the leftover from your bed and the top of your head and put that the part that the raccoon pulled out of your head. I put it on my bed.
You said the raccoon pulled out your head.
Y'all boys some wild dudes, bro.
But let me
BBO,
ask you.
no, but BBO, you gotta see. No, we was on a live. This man Clarence went in the attic and a raccoon attacked that man. All you saw was Clarence's feet hanging out of the attic. No, we was dying for like an hour.
Oh.
That
Like a
man was
Martin.
hanging out the attic and his feet were just swinging. His
That's a
feet were just swinging. I was
that
like, that raccoon
so before we get back to AB, what happened was in that situation,
What happened was
keeping it real went wrong for me, and I quit that job. I quit it. I got tired of fighting raccoons and rats. I couldn't do it no more.
they'll tear you up, Brody.
What?
Them coons
These
would.
rats, first of all, these rats in New York look like cats. You can't play
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
them. Yeah, you can't play
Yeah, I
with
was
them.
just in New York the other day. I was just downtown Manhattan, and I seen a rat. Man, I ain't scared because I do construction work, and you see that stuff all the time. But not
Oh,
the kind of size of them. They were
yeah.
Manhattan is
different for
cool,
sure.
but you know what I gotta say, man, and shout out to the Bronx. They treated me like trash, but when I bought my
Oh,
It's
here he
Dominican
crazy.
go.
wife,
Here he
all of
go,
a
man.
sudden everybody treated me so nice. We getting free empanadas. We up here. And shout out to that Jamaican store we went to that was called Deli Fresh. It's in Harlem, man. If you are
Yeah.
in New York, man, go to Harlem.
Yeah.
Harlem got the best food, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
And go to Deli. I think it's called Deli Boys. Deli
yeah,
Boys.
it's Deli Boys in Harlem.
They
Yeah.
ain't got no sandwiches or nothing. It's just a bunch of niggas, and they got
Oh, here we go. Here we
Man.
go. Here we go. Hey,
That's
Crossfire. I
crazy.
knew it was
Yeah.
coming. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
He said they ain't
I
got
knew
I
it
no
was
can't
coming.
control
fellowship
him
or
no more.
nothing.
I can't control him, you know.
He rough,
Where's
man.
Dub? Where's Dub right side? Because you out of order.
I ain't seen the shout out my
You
Dub,
out
brother
of
Hold on, you
Dub,
order.
said here's Dub right here.
You out of
You
order.
out.
There he is. I like it.
Dub live right now. That's why you ain't got
Yeah,
to. You ain't got to say it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I ain't know.
Dub is doing
yeah, but
a little show. Well, he's doing a show. Him and his boy. They be on there talking crazy too. He said
Yeah.
corn dogs and glizzies. You know what my little cousin told me? He said you eat a hot dog, you gotta cut it with a knife and a fork. I
That's
said,
crazy.
dude,
Because me and my daughter, we'll put some hot dogs on the grill before we can make them in the house. Them joints is gone. I don't care.
but,
I'm with my
let
daughter.
me
We
ask you
chilling.
this. All jokes aside, let me ask you this, Clarence, and this is something that
yes,
I know
sir.
that you do a good job about. When you see somebody dealing with substance abuse, man, what's one thing that you try to do to help them if you can?
I try to give them the best advice that I can versus judging them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a person who I will judge you and
Mm-hmm.
I will criticize you, and I know that's the wrong thing to do because we all struggle with something. I don't care what it is. So I try to just give them the best advice as I can. And I mean, it's up to them if they want the help or not. But what I
Mm-hmm.
do want to say is, and I don't want to sound crazy when I say this, but Cameron ain't shit.
Mm.
Excuse my language, but he's
Yeah,
not.
for
Because you
sure.
are, listen, you can't tell me that from the time AB got there, he was sober, and then all of a sudden he just got drunk while he's talking to you. That's a bunch of BS. You had to
Yeah.
know that, man. You had to
He
already
was
know.
bent before he
So,
got there,
so
Clarence.
for you to sit there and say, "I'm just gonna pay you," you made it seem almost like it was a money thing. Like, let me just give this dude a couple of dollars and make it look like I'm doing something for him and get him about the building. I thought that was very whack from Cam. It
Mm.
was very whack because you don't treat somebody like that. Yeah, I'm not sticking up for AB, but you already knew what it was when he got in the building. You
Hmm.
knew, and I didn't like that. So I think
Yeah.
that Cam, that was very whack. He's a whack dude for that. And I'm a Dipset fan, and I'm not gonna stick up for him because he's from New York. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and he was whack for that.
They all was though, Clarence, because like I said,
Yeah,
like before you came on, Free said the producers could have picked that up. There's so many
yeah.
people that could have
Well, let
picked
me
that
do
up.
this real
Like,
quick.
yo,
Let me do this
AB,
real quick, Pride, because I know what you're about to say, and I want to ask Cam this one question before Cam get out of here. Hey, Cam, I want to ask you something real quick. You still there? Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, hold
he
on.
on mute. He
Oh,
might
he
be in
yeah,
the
must have
but
middle of
stepped away.
something.
nevertheless, like I
He
said,
must have stepped on
Cam,
the step. My bad,
everybody
bro.
knew everybody knew, dog. Like everybody knew that AB was going one. And they should have not released the video. I would have did him a service because he already got, like you just said. Cam just said he got a video worse than that, an interview. So
Yeah,
why act on top of it? So I did think that was kind of whack. I would have, if me, because I'm a real one, I would have been like, I'm not gonna do that to AB. You know what I mean? That's corny. Like I'm just gonna just keep it pushing. I would have cut that out and got to where he got kicked out, and
It
then I
would have
would have
never
just
happened. It
I
would
would
have
have put
never
the video.
happened.
I would have picked the video back up and let it run then without that
yeah,
AB stuff in it because
yeah.
it was very brief. So I would
I,
have just edited it out and be like, AB, you my nigga, but next time you come through, bro, just come through right, bro, and then I got
well,
you. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'll
want
give
to
a
go
nigga
Listen,
back.
another
I
chance.
want to go
you
back. I
know
want to
what?
go back to what
Go ahead.
BVO said. The minute he got there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I would
Mm-hmm.
have never got a chance. I would have never gave him a chance to even go on
That's
air.
what I'm saying.
I would have just probably gave him the money
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted to,
And just
because
have
Cam
him chill
got
in
it
the
like that.
background though. And
I
let him
would have
chill on
gave.
the couch.
Yeah, I'd have let him chill, or I would have just
Yeah.
gave him like he told him, "Yo, you could wait for us outside." You should have told him that in the beginning.
Yeah.
What
I
you
would have
Let,
I
mean,
would have
wait
just I would
outside?
have just
After
had
you,
him do I would have just had him give us a little
let
drop,
me
man. Say,
say
give
this.
me a
Let me say
drop,
this real
AB.
quick. Let me say this real quick because I know where you guys are going on this. All I'll say is that what Dame Dash was saying on his show is very true about Cam, and it's sad because you look at what Cam has been doing the last 5 years, and you won't see a bigger Cameron fan than BVO. BVO favorite rapper of all time is Mace. My second favorite rapper is Cameron. So
yeah,
when I was a kid, they had something called Children of the Corn. I don't know if you guys remember them. I first heard about Cameron because I heard this was the dude that Biggie handpicked. Now, Cam is two different Cams. You had the Cam that was with where he rapped a little bit harder, and then the Cam that we all know from Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So I was a big fan of the Cam from Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment.
SDE album, BVO.
But
With
the thing
That's
I
Me
say
and all
about
that.
this, the problem with Cam has been this, and this is what Jimmy has been saying. Cam got a few dollars, and now he acts like he can say what he want and do what he want.
Yeah.
If you think about it, nobody is around him that started with him. You can say what you want about Jimmy being a YN, and we all know that Jimmy. We all know the reason that Stack Bundles is dead is because of Jimmy. We know the reasons that Max went to jail is because of Jimmy. So we just gotta call what we say. Allegedly or not.
Allegedly
Allegedly
ain't
is not. We know for a fact that Jimmy shouldn't have had nobody going to no Far Rockaway projects. That's like going to St. Clair in Cleveland or going to the west side of Cincinnati. You don't see nobody there.
But the thing is too with that BBO, when a lot of time when these dudes get money, you can't make the move. It's just like when Chink's Drugs died, he went to French and said, I need money so I can move and get a house. This dude gets a house in Queens. Why would you do that? Why the hell would you do that?
But you know, like I know, Clarence, that the South Side is bad, but most of Queens is pretty decent. The South Side is where all the project and stuff is.
Every part of the world, BBO, is bad. You can't, like, if you know there's a part of Ohio that's bad as hell, you don't sit there and say, well, you know what? Being that I'm from Ohio, I'm gonna move over here. There's goons all over the world. I always tell people that no matter what part of the world you go to, New York is not the only part that got gangsters and goons. The whole world is full of that. You got to be careful where you go. There's wolves out there, and these people know that, but they think that
And
because
that's why I
they got
move
the
the way
money.
I move, bro. That's why I move in public. I move calm, cool. When you see me, most people speak to me. You know what I'm saying? And I lay low because there's
My
wolves
brother
on the
DP
hunt.
Rocker in the
Yeah,
house.
shout out DP Rocker.
DP, what up?
There's wolves all over the place. Philly, Jersey, New
Exactly.
York, North Carolina, Ohio, DC,
Everywhere.
Baltimore, Chicago. I mean, you name it, they got them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Hell,
DC was the
I
unalive
seen niggas
capital.
in a
People don't realize that.
hey look,
DC was the
hey
They
unalive
don't.
BBO,
capital.
look. I seen goons in Alaska dropping I was like, yo, Alaska? That's crazy. They was savages out there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
But
pride.
my thing
That
is this. This is my thing, and I've been saying this for a while. Man, that's why certain people shouldn't get the money. And you see that with Cam because Cam is all about Cam. And this is not me trying to cast aspersions. He's in his 50s. He's never been married. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime I meet a dude who's never been married, now if you're in a long-term relationship, that's different. But a dude who ain't got connected to one woman, that brother's rogue. That brother's rogue. So you got that, and then on top of that, he's always going at people who loved him. I don't understand it. You tell me how that makes sense.
I
And guess what?
disagree, BVO.
Let me
I've
finish this
never
and I'll
been
let you
married
go.
and I'm your
But no,
man.
let me finish this. Let me finish this. What I'm saying is this. A guy like Cam had every opportunity to do some of the things that he said he wanted to do for people. He wasn't perfect, but I think I get a real kick out of him just going out of his way to destroy black people. This is what he do all the time. I don't understand why he just doing this, like embarrassing AB like this. Like, to be real, if that was me on this show, me and Free, I don't know if Free remember, we did an interview and a boxer got up here talking crazy. Free, did we ever release that interview?
Yeah, I remember.
And we never released that interview, did we, Free?
No.
He was talking wild, and I know we would have got some views on it. Hey, my man Free, it was so bad. Free called me and said, "Hey, B, we ain't putting that out."
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's a collective thing. I'm not just gonna put it on Cam because Adrien Broner is a grown ass man. Cam gave him multiple chances.
No, you don't release that stuff. You don't release that stuff.
I know, and that's why I say it's a collective effort, bro. Everybody's wrong. The producers, Cameron, everybody. If you got anything to do with that particular episode, it's on you. You know what I mean?
The,
All parties involved in our past.
the problem is, Prophet, and me and Free talk about this every
I,
morning,
oh, I,
and I wish everybody would be up when we are having the morning chop ups, because we always talk about how we have to stop doing this to each other.
Right.
We got to stop at some point. We have to cut it out. When I see other YouTubers coming at each other, rather if it's boxing, rap, sports, whatever it is, at some point, when do we stop
Now rap is
disrespecting
different,
each other?
but everything else is cool. Rap is different, but everything
No,
else
I'm
is
just
cool.
talking about for us disrespect, period.
Yeah,
We got to
for
stop
sure.
it. We got to stop just talking about each
Like
other.
that Dame Dash and Charlemagne. That was a bad look on. Just like
Well,
I know that was a bad
we
look.
see Dame out here when he comes to Harlem, and it's like he keeps reliving what happened with him and Jay. Nobody cares anymore. You got to get over that. You understand what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
a lot
Dame
of
got to
people
move
in
on.
life. There's a lot of people in life that they got to bring up their past to remind you of who they are,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? We just got to. That's why it's important for us, even on here on this YouTube. It's important for us to keep a connection in the bond, because at the end of the day, we all we have, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear controversy. They want to hear us calling each other the N word all day,
Yeah,
and
kids
it
fighting.
can't be that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So
I think about the interview, Clarence.
I
This was
want
a
I
yes,
wanted
pretty.
sir.
I wanted to say this
I
real quick too, BBO.
go ahead.
One thing about the Danger Project interview with AB
Hmm.
was they got a lot of flack because they aired it live.
Mm.
And they aired it live, and then of course, you know how social media is. They start clipping stuff up, content creators and stuff, clipping everything up. It become crazy after that, to where they couldn't control the backlash. Like, and they still getting backlash from that interview. And it's the same way with Cam right now. Cam, they literally released the deleted scenes of that interview just recent, no, like the last hour. So with that interview, they had opportunities where they could have did it and been like, you know what, we go ahead and did the whole interview. But I think it was a reason why they said no, forget it. We're gonna go ahead and still drop it. Cause I almost feel like they almost wanted to raise that awareness and try to get AB to be like, yo, we're gonna put this out to the world to where, you know what I'm saying, yo, we gonna try to help you get right by putting this out to the world in a sense. You know what I mean? Where
Right.
it's a different perspective looking at it that way. Like, because I know some people feel like, damn, they shouldn't have put it out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew AB was, he was messed up. But at the same time, like, I feel like, for us, the tough love aspect, let's put this out and let's go in the raises awareness to the world to where we get on you and we push you to make a difference and make a change.
Karen, let me say this.
Um,
Let me say this, because you my brother, man. We had a big time boxer come on here talking crazy. And the first thing, as soon as it was over, I was hyped. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was hyped, bro. I was like, I know this motherfucker didn't get up here talking crazy like that. We about to put this. Free called me and said, "Nah, baby, we ain't putting that out. We ain't
Everybody
putting
not
that
like
out."
you, BVO. Some
But
people
no,
not thorough like
but
that.
no,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
thing I'm
So,
saying, Prize. I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes who it was, and you're gonna be like, "You didn't put that out?" No, we didn't. So
I wouldn't question you. I wouldn't question you and D Free. That's just going against the grain for one. So I
yeah.
would be like, word. I'd be like, dang, that's
well,
crazy.
that was
But like,
that
I
that
get
was
it.
D Freeze call. That was hey, what
I
they
don't
But
call
care who. I
it?
don't care
Original
if it was
gangster.
Floyd Mayweather.
That was an
I
OG call.
but
understand. I don't care. I don't care if it was Floyd Mayweather. I would be like, I get it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just an
what
honorable thing to do. That's why I
what
said they shouldn't have did that. It's a
what
collective effort, bro.
one thing I want to make clear is that, and I want to address this to you guys on here and everybody that's listening. If it's ever a time when you guys are in that position, I don't know who drinks or who smokes, but if you're in that position and you're going through something like that, I'm not sitting here trying to put no video out to try to get views. Look at Cam, look at Prize Fighter, look at D
Yeah,
Free.
I'm
Look at that.
cool on
I'm not
that.
doing that because rather if I
Yeah.
know you personally or not, and if I have a conversation with you, I'm not doing that. Because one thing Free will tell you about, I can care less about views. I don't care nothing about that. I'm not finna go out my way to disrespect another man, another black man for views. That's sickening.
I'm not
And
doing
it's
it.
disgusting. I'm not doing
And they
that. Well,
do,
look at look
and
at
when I
D
see the
Free.
brothers do it, I'll be like, dang.
Yeah, look at D Free. Look at Prize. They drunk. I'm gonna put this out because I know I'm gonna get some views for this. You don't do that, bro.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
So
prize fighter don't come up here all saucy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna play myself. I used to come up here back in the day. BVO would tell you, I'd be like, man, I was saucy a little bit. BVO wouldn't say nothing. And then when my family was like, listen to my grandson, podcast or my nephew, and I'm up here like, you know what I'm saying, twisted. I'm like, all right, I gotta stop that. I already BVO, it was never even really a discussion about it. I already knew what time it was. I didn't like the way I sound on the playback. And
but
I was like,
you
look,
know what I
man,
would do, Prize Fighter?
I wouldn't. So,
I would try to reach out to you or any other brothers
mm-hmm,
and just be like, yo, you good?
mm-hmm.
Yo, you good, bro? Yo, bro, you need to sleep that off and next time don't try to come up. You know what I'm saying? Sleep it off, bro. That's what I would do. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like think
Mm-hmm.
about it like this. If you're a boss and you're doing an interview and somebody comes in for an interview, you're not gonna accept that. You're not gonna accept
No,
that.
I'm not
You're gonna be
playing on
like,
my
bro,
airways.
no, D Free has the D Free. You're in that department where you have to do that. And if you know
Right.
somebody's not right and they're in front of you, you ain't sending them. Man, hell no, you ain't qualified for
Mm.
this. You ain't even
He,
straight.
he already did it. You know what I mean?
The interview going to stop as soon as they walk in the door. As soon as I
Mm-hmm.
see them, I'm like,
We done.
you might as well go ahead and go back out the door.
Imagine if me, Free, and BVO was sitting up there on that podium, and we was like, and we had AB up there. I would have. Matter of fact,
You
like
would have
me,
never
we
known
wouldn't have
about
let.
it. You would have
You
never known about
crazy.
it, Clarence.
We
You
would
would
have
have
never
never
let
known
him
about
on.
it.
You crazy. I
Not
would have been
even
like, yo, AB saucy.
if even if he came on, because they don't do that show live. So let's
Just
not
Man,
but
even
when I
act
would have,
like they do.
I would have greeted AB backstage, BVO. We would have greeted him
No,
backstage. I'd have shook his
I would have
head.
as
I'd have
soon as he
been
did
when I
that.
would
You
have
know what I
walked
would have
out.
did?
So when we
I would
went
have
in
did
our
it.
meeting room, I would have told you, BVO, we can't bring him on. He's mangled,
I
dog.
would have did everything that I would have did everything
and
that Cam did, but I would have cut that part of the show out and just reshot it.
yeah,
It's
because
that simple.
that taking the money out, saying I'm just gonna pay you for your time. I didn't like that part
Yeah,
because
that was some
I
That
would
was
have checked
pimping.
that.
horrible.
I would have checked that at the door with no cameras. Listen, man,
Right.
what I told you I was
Clarence,
paying you. Hey,
how that look? Oh, let me ask you that, Clarence. How that look to you though when he did that though? Like how that look? Like
when Cam did it,
what was your take when Cam like he pulled out the bread and then he tell him like, yo,
well,
I'm gonna pay you for your time, and then he let
to
him
get
go type.
to, to get a clear understanding, I had to go back and look at it again just to make sure I wasn't bugging. Because you can't just judge off the first time you see something. So I went
Took a
back and
couple
I looked at
times.
it again, and then I looked at it again, and I was like, Cam, I don't agree with that.
No,
I
that
don't
was
agree
whack.
with that. Even though
Hey,
AB is a grown man and he's responsible, but at the same time, when somebody's intoxicated or if they're on any type of drug, it's
mm-hmm.
only so much they can do. So for you to
You know
do
what I would
that,
have
you
did?
should have did that. You should have did that off camera. And yo, cut the camera, stop filming, cut the cameras, and then had a
Mm-hmm.
conversation with him, and then told him, "This is what I'm gonna give you." And then look, you gotta go. Security or whatever,
If I'm
whoever you came
AB,
with,
The
walk him
only thing
out.
I will say,
hey, look.
in his defense is one thing. One thing we know about Cam. Cam comes with cash. Mark Jackson told a funny story. He laughed it off. Cameron showed up to his house with $300,000 in cash. And anybody that ever seen that kind of cash, I only seen it because I've been a sales manager a long time in the car. But I've seen that kind of money before when people pay cash for cars, and that's heavy. And can you imagine
Mhm.
somebody coming up to your crib with $300,000 in cash, Cam, and saying,
What?
"Here's your money"?
If I'm AB, I wouldn't have accepted the money. I'd have been like, "Nah, killer, I'm good, man. I'm wrong, bro." Because AB tried to apologize. I would have been like, "Nah, killer, I'm wrong, man. Put your money away.
If
And
you if you
we
if you
good.
if you if you
We
ask
gonna talk
me,
behind the scenes." I would have
if you
never
ask
took the money if I was AB.
if you
AB
ask
took the
me,
money, bro. He took the
I
money.
might be wrong for this, but if you ask me, I understood why Cam did it, but it's like you did it so fast and you dismissed him so fast. It's like you had it planned already. Man,
Yeah,
if this dude start acting up, we just gonna get rid of him. Because these dudes have conversations. There's no such thing as just starting the show. They have
no,
conversation. I'm sure him
not at
and
that
Mace
level.
conversated. yo, if this dude act up, because at some point he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. They know what he's about already. They know if he act up, yo, we just going, hey, he out of here. We just gonna give him whatever we said we was gonna give him and get him on out the building. I didn't like that. And the thing is, people like AB, we have a lot of people like him across the world that's not successful and that is successful. And people think that they can fix something by giving you money because they figure you have a financial problem or you're going through this. Like, no, we can't have that. That was whack, and it should have been handled a different way. And the producers is whack. So yeah, you're right. It's not just Cam,
Collective
but
effort.
the producers are whack.
Everybody. AB whack,
Everybody.
Cam, the producers,
Yeah,
Smash
that
the
was
the
like
whack.
button for
entourage,
me, y'all.
everybody's
Smash the like
entourage.
button.
Please smash the like. The entourages, AB had people there. If that's my man's, I'm not gonna let BVO go on Clarence channel or D Free channel. Like if D Free sitting, he's like Cam, and it's Clarence and Cam up there sitting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna let BVO go up there. I mean, it's entourage. I'm like, yo, BVO, we not doing this. I'm gonna go tell Cam or AKA D Free. I'm gonna say, yo,
Yeah.
Free,
He
like,
said some issues. Heard, never
listen, my
heard.
guy. I'll read the comment. Or you read the comment next. I would have went and told him like my man is like he kind of on tilt right now. So like I'm letting you know what I mean, as a brother, we all brothers at the end of the day. I'm letting you know my
Yeah.
man BVO is on tilt right now. I don't know if it's good. You should release no video. I really shouldn't. I really wouldn't want you to, but I'll let him go on. If it's whack, cut it and just scrap it. I'm letting you know now as his man. Somebody need to go around. If you really his
That's why
man's,
dudes
you
don't
need to
mess
go
with
around
Cam,
his
man.
back. They got to go around his back
Well,
and do it. I
But
would go
that's
around
like.
BVO
But let
back
me ask you. Let me
to
ask you this,
make
Cam.
it
You've been
where
kind
you
of
gonna
quiet.
play itself.
Let me ask you this, Cam. You've been real quiet on this, but and I got to be a lot of respect for Cincinnati because people don't know Cincinnati got a lot of love. Everybody talk about how bad it is, but it's one of the most. I mean, people show a lot of love in Dayton, Cincinnati, Youngstown. They show a lot of love, Mansfield. So let me ask you this: do you think Adrian's loving heart got him in trouble this time, Cam? What you think?
Cam is still on mute. Okay.
Ask me that again real quick.
No, what I'm saying is we kind of know your city is known pretty much in Ohio is probably one of the cities that show the most love. Because you never hear nothing about nobody really in Cincinnati ever really hating. It's always a lot of love, whether they come from Cleveland, Mansfield, Dayton. Everybody come to Cincinnati have a good time. So do you think it was just because Adrien Broner had a good heart, he didn't think Cam would do something like that?
I can say it's like 50-50. 50
Mm,
50. I think it's kind of more so like he thinks that in a sense, and then he thinks he was looking at the bread too in his particular situation. Because
yeah.
we ain't gonna sit here and be like, AB, he got a lot of his bread from him fighting in the past and stuff like that. He don't have a lot of that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He's not flat broke to where like he's homeless and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, but like he's good. He got his spot. He got a spot in Miami. He got a spot out here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so he got some funds, but it's not as what it was beforehand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not as much as what it was beforehand because he hasn't consistently been boxing in the last 4 or 5 years consistently. And with him,
Mhm.
I think like he definitely was he respect Cam a lot, but at the
Yeah.
same time like he was looking at the same time like, oh yeah, they gonna give me a little bag just being on here, so I'm gonna get this little bag.
And
Right.
the reason I'm saying that is because, and this is just me, and I'm not just saying it because you don't hear anybody, because I'm from Ohio. Anybody know you can go to Cincinnati and dudes usually don't be hating. Now you go to Youngstown, them brothers eat a whole lot of donut. They might hurt
That's crazy.
you.
That's a Cleveland
You
thing.
go, no,
All right, better
Cleveland's
yet,
nice, man.
Ohio thing.
Cleveland's on the top of this, man. But definitely when you go to Cincinnati, it's known for all the love. And I'm just saying, I really think, and I could be wrong, I think it's because he's from a place that got so much love, he really didn't even expect that. I mean, I ran out of gas. We was going somewhere one time. We ran out of gas And this wasn't no. It was an old black man. This dude ran all the way to the gas station. I don't know if the nigga ran home, what a nigga went, but he came back with a gas thing, puppy get the gas. I'm trying to give him money. No, you good. And I mean, we arguing up and down about me trying to give him the money for the gas. So it's a city full of love. So I'm just wondering how did that hurt him? Because it seemed like AB get hurt because he's showing so much love, and that's what your city's known for. So that's what I mean when I said it. Do you think his good heart gets him in trouble? I think it does.
I can say for us in the past, like
Mm-hmm.
for as reasons like past timing, like his
Mm-hmm.
good, like him being a good hearted guy the way he is,
Mm-hmm.
definitely was a downfall for him too. Because AB was a guy that everyone around, like I mentioned before, a lot of people he was feeding a lot of people around him. A lot
I
of people,
bet.
like I could tell you right now, it's a lot of people in Cincinnati like that's making crazy bread because they work with AB. Like personally, like
Mm-hmm.
it's people that's on Tank team that's a part of AB's team that
Mm-hmm.
getting crazy bread. So like, now I ain't gonna say that's like a complete downfall, but I know that's a thing that definitely affected him. That he showed a lot of people love that was close to him, and then a lot of people definitely definitely backburned them and definitely betrayed them and a lot of times and stuff. So AB, like people don't even look at it in the perspective with AB. AB has done a lot for people where he then got betrayed by a lot of people too in the process of that too. So like it takes into that. Then you got a lot of babies trying to
Yeah.
find ways to feed the babies and take care of your family and stuff like that. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's a big toll on him. And like I said, AB's alcoholism is very real, and it's insane. It's insane to where like he
Mm-hmm.
realized needs some real help for it, but it's like where do you get the proper help for that? Like how do you get that proper help? Who's going to help you? Put you in that predicament. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot to tie in with it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear because one thing, me and Cam joke a lot, but I gotta give Cincinnati props, man, because out of all the cities in Ohio, I gotta say Cincinnati showed the most love. Because I'm from Cleveland. These dudes, man, they'll smile at you. They'll steal your phone to help you look for it. That's how they get down
Oh
in Cleveland.
man,
That's
That's
here
how.
you
crazy.
go.
That's
Here
how.
you,
That's
yeah,
crazy, BBO.
that's
That's just
nasty work.
crazy. That's just
Hey,
crazy.
Nasty work.
Cam, am I lying? Cam, am I lying? Am I lying?
That's crazy. That's
Hey,
a
Hey,
yo,
man.
wild
BBO,
thing.
I
BBO,
know
you
some.
gotta
I
relax.
know some Cleveland cats. The Cleveland cats, man, they crazy. They crazy. Like I will say this about Ohio, though, man. About Ohio, man. We got some tough cities out here in Ohio. No cap. Like
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, Columbus is tough. Like Columbus, that's almost a game banging city. That's the
Yeah,
most
they
game banging city
Crips
out
and
of
Bloods.
Ohio for real. Crips and Bloods in Columbus. Yeah, I mean, the Cincinnati is like a hood to hood thing with Cincinnati
Mm-hmm.
personally. Yeah, I mean, so
Columbus
like,
been like
and
that though.
Dayton is rough, Toledo is rough, Akron is rough. Like, it's some rough cities out here in Ohio though. But like, it's beautiful cities too among it too. But it's just like just like every other state that got they got the nice spots and they got the rough spots as well. Like Ohio is just it's crazy. Like I think right now we're like coming a little bit more to where like we're uniting a lot more for us like different stuff for us like within us like me and BVO Ohio runs boxing. My brother Bean from Ringwell Boxing Podcast. Like some of us
Mm-hmm.
guys that talk boxing like we link it for us like the boxing side. And then you got
You went out?
Wow.
I ain't know if that was me or
Pushing my
not.
brother
a bit
boxing me
different.
podcast.
Yeah, it'd be a little,
Hold
it'd
on,
be a
Cam.
little
Hold on,
different.
Cam.
It'd be a little
You
different.
fell down the steps. We didn't hear what you said. You fell on the steps
Yeah.
when you was talking.
He went out, Cam.
Oh, you said, but oh yeah, I was just saying like for us like boxing, we got it covered in Ohio, but
Mm-hmm.
other
Yeah, I
spots
do.
for us like for us sports and stuff, with Ohio we all kind of come together and stuff as far as besides like the Bengals and the Browns, you know what I mean? But Ohio, we all come together for us everything though, man, for real in
Yeah.
reality. Like, you know what
Shout
I'm
out to
saying?
Joe
Like
Burrow.
that's
I
what
think he
God
hurt
did.
for the year. Shout out to Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Good again.
that's
Shout out to
bad.
Ohio, man.
He tore
Shout
a
out to Ohio.
ligament in his toe. He doesn't have the average turf toe. He has a torn ligament in
But
there.
I'll say this. I'll say this. The thing, I'm gonna have my man Clarence, give his final take, and then we let my our guest Cam begin course prize. But shout out, man. Shout out to Cam for being who we thought he was. If you didn't know it, Cam was a snake. This ain't the Cam that
Dang.
we seen. This ain't the Cam that we seen back in the day. He used to be in Cincinnati, Dayton, Cleveland, Toledo. This ain't the same guy. The dude he did to AB. Don't get me wrong. AB's a grown man. But still, bro, you didn't have to air that, man. And then to air
Yeah.
like the deleted scenes, that's girl talk, bro. That's
But
girl
that's
talk.
the problem. That's
And
the problem when it comes to us brothers that we just constantly keep doing it, and it's not a Cameron thing because it's been happening way before him, but we continue to keep doing it. It's a pattern, and my thing is, when does it stop? That's the reason why I'm really big on us brothers sticking together. When I see us crashing out on
mm-hmm,
each other, it just disturbs me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no problem when we do it, but when
mm-hmm.
somebody outside of our race do it, we ready
Oh
to
my
go to war
God.
with them. We ready to go to
Yeah.
war with them. Oh, you can't say the N word. You can't treat me like this. You can't talk to me like that. Oh, you crazy? I'm gonna go get the crew and we gonna, nah. I mean, we got to keep that same energy at all times. And, it just disgusts me when I see stuff like that. That's why,
Cam.
BBO, you hear me say a lot in the morning chop ups. It's
Yeah.
important for us to stick together. It's
Yeah.
very important because we all we got at the end of the day. Rather if we blood related or not, we all we got.
We in this thing together, man, like that Drake song, man. That was the dopest thing I ever heard Drake say.
Oh
Whether
my.
we all in this, whether we in this together or we not, I don't know, but we in this thing, yeah. Shout out to my man Ernest saying that's harassment. It could be, but that's a doggone shame. You can't call on a woman. It shouldn't be the end of the world. And I'm gonna stand by what I said, man. That was whack. That was extra corny. And he only did that to further for what now, what if AB do something to himself after this? I don't think people
Um
understand, man. Let me say this real quick and I'm done. I seen a guy, I can't remember the guy's name. He had the whole thing where he unalived the older man because he was going through some stuff with his girl. Had the old man say his girl's name and took the old man out the game. Dude, you don't know what somebody's mental health is at, man. Y'all gotta be careful, bro. There's some dudes that'll take their stuff out the game off these words, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
BBO ain't gonna do it,
Well,
but it's
some
some
people
people who will
don't
do it.
care. Some people don't care because there's different ways of bullying people now where you don't have to physically do it. There's been people for years, especially when the internet got popular, that kids in school can be bullied and then go on the internet and see something and you don't know what that does to them and then they go either kill themselves or go kill you.
No, don't
You
say the
don't
K
know
word. Don't say the
AB.
K word, please. Don't say the K word. On the
Well,
live.
don't say the K word, excuse me.
Yeah.
They'll do something. Let's just say they'll do something to themselves or they'll harm somebody. And we don't want that. And we don't know if
Yeah.
AB goes home and drinks himself into a puddle of alcohol, but nobody cares about that. They don't care, you know what I mean? And this is why we got to stop doing it to each other, man. It's just that simple. And until we stop doing it, it's going to be a problem that's going to continue. But just remember, when it's somebody that don't look like you that's doing it to you, I don't want to hear no complaints.
Zero. Super my
Yeah.
brother GD with the 5-piece, man. He
Yeah.
said, okay, my car is working. Why the H is declining me from joining the membership? I don't know, man. But
Oh,
we know GD take the girls out. He like to throw it in the bag. So shout
oh,
out to
here
GD,
you
man.
go. Here you go, BBL. Here you go.
Hey, that's what him and Prize do. I heard Prize, he was out with his lady. He said, you can get whatever you want.
Well,
I
see
think
that. Well,
I thought his name was Sam Rothstein. I thought he legit, man. I'm for real.
Yo,
that's
Prize,
crazy.
Don't let him do that, Prize.
I
Prize,
Don't
you
ain't
let him
ain't
worried
do
say
about
that.
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 You ain't tell you
Don't
can
let
have
him do
whatever
that,
you like.
Prize.
Like
I'm
T.I.,
not
you ain't
worried
say
about that.
that.
Yo,
I
Prize,
give
don't
you.
let him do that, Prize. Don't let.
I ain't worried about that boy, man. That boy be saying everything, man.
Hey,
Hey,
BBO is
like,
a trip.
whatever you like for real. I was like, man, can you give me a pair of new Air
Yeah,
Jordans? I was like,
boy.
man, get him the pair
But
of
brother GD, no, in all seriousness, we'll have that issue ironed out tonight.
Yeah,
So
all you
come
gotta
on back and we'll have
man,
that right. It's probably
let
a
me drop the
computer
thing
glitch or
before we
something.
get out of here. So let me drop the link because I know my man GD said as soon as you get your membership, I'ma join. He always show love. Shoot the GD, man. Because he
Yeah,
usually
shout
don't
Yeah,
out
rock with
GD.
yeah.
blacks. He
Shout,
usually don't rock
shout.
with blacks, man. So
Yeah.
shout out to GD, man.
Oh, here he go, man.
I'm just keeping it above.
Here he go. This guy
I'm
right here. This
keeping it
guy
above.
right here. No, BBO, boy. You won't let people live, man. You
He
won't let
said,
nobody
"Cool.
live.
I'm happily married and a faithful brother." I didn't say you unfaithful. I said you tell her to throw it in the bag. That's all I said. Stop trying to
Oh,
see how
man.
you do.
That's
You try to put
crazy.
words in my mouth because I'm black. That's wrong, G.
Oh,
That
here you
ain't on
go.
you, man. That ain't on
Actually,
you.
BBL, my shorty is she make just about much as I do, bro.
Oh yeah, but you still got to spend some
Ah,
money. You still got to spend some of
ah.
that money, Doc.
Huh?
I know how you try to play it, but I heard you at the store, man. You said whatever you
No,
like.
I heard you at the store about to beat up the gas station man. I told
No,
you to leave that man alone.
That's
I'm on the
that's
hold
phone like,
crazy.
on.
if you don't leave that man alone,
Hold on.
That's
I said, brother,
crazy.
give me the. Hold on. I asked this
BBO the
dude.
cuss out. I said, BBO said, mother effer. I done said I didn't pump the gas, didn't I? I was like, dang. I was
About
like,
to
yo,
hear about
calm
the yo
down.
BBO,
This
you
is what
about to
brothers
cook the
boxing
gas
mean,
station,
fellas.
man? That's crazy.
Man,
Man,
if
what I
I
should
wasn't
have
on the
said
phone,
was
BBO probably would have cooked that man.
Hiroshima. What happened? What happened? I should have said Hiroshima, Nakataki, whatever they say when they
But
drop the
he
atom
was,
bomb. I should have said that to him.
I
That's
thought
what I
you
Well,
was
should have
joking
said
with
to
him.
him.
I thought you were joking with him when you. I thought you were joking with him when you first did it. 'Cause I thought you knew him. But then when when you kept going on, I'm like, oh, he's serious.
hey
I'm like, boy, if you
BBO,
don't leave that man alone,
you
bro,
gotta remember, you do something to that man. What happens to BBO boxing, man? You
I
can't do
wasn't
that.
he
gonna do that.
done.
I wasn't gonna do nothing to him.
We
I'm like,
need
The
you.
okay,
whole
cool.
We need
SCN, the
you.
whole, you know what
We,
happened? The whole SCN would be, well, I don't know what it would be like. You know what I mean?
Hey, all I can tell you is this, man. Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis are brothers. So and
oh
they got a
man,
great
here
side.
he go.
We're brothers and we love each other,
Here you
man.
go.
So
That's
Here
on
we
crazy.
that
go.
note, I appreciate because this is the first time Clarence ever came to hang out with his little brother, man. So salute the Clarence. Because
Yeah,
one
shout
thing
out, brother
is
Clarence.
he do
Yeah,
a
you
lot
know
of
what?
work
I
out
owe
there.
you that because you always come in and support me, and I said, you know what? I got to start showing that same support back because support is very important, and that's what keeps our channels going. Not just the subscribers and the viewers, but the support is what keeps our channels going.
Yeah.
So let's continue to support each other. We have to.
And shout out for Tommy. Shout out to Tommy from the Bronx for crying when he met Xander Zayed.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if you guys can see the picture, but he had a bunch of tears in
He's
his eyes, man.
he's
So
Yo,
definitely not crying. That's crazy.
you know what?
shout out to my man T. And
Oh my.
shout out to this greasy fella right here hanging out with
Yeah.
Keith Lee. Shout out to this brother. Shout out to
With the
this
fresh
brother.
Celine and the AP on. You already know. I went to my man
Why
Keith
you
for
let
lunch
him
at Gold
get you
Goose.
like that? Why you let
Give
him
me like
get you
what?
like that?
I'm cooling.
On that note,
Hey,
man, we about to.
he's
On
gonna
that
be
note, we
he's gonna be here Thursday for the press conference because you know he's fighting on October 18th on the Danny Garcia card. So we got a press conference Thursday at the Barclays Center. Y'all see me.
did they dig
That's what's
Danny
up.
up? They dug Danny up from Philadelphia. I thought he was gone.
Man, get out of here, man.
Yo, you know
On
what?
that note, man,
Bye, BBO.
Yeah.
like, comment, subscribe, man. Follow my brother Clarence McLean.
Yes,
Follow my
sir.
brother Cam J, because Cam J doing some great stuff. I love what he's doing, man.
Shout out
Salute to
Cam.
my brother B3, my little brother, man. He doing some big things. And
Shout
shout
out
out
B3.
to Puerto Rican Free. I know y'all think that's a black guy, but that's a Puerto Rican. So I want to show my full respect. I
Shout
mean,
out my
man,
brother Crush the Legend.
shout out to
Yeah.
definitely
Shout out to
shout
Crush
out to
Philly
Crush
in the
at
building.
9. Shout out to CDK. Shout out to the whole Sports Talk Network. We still waiting on Clarence to put his chain on, but he won't put it on yet. On
Oh
that
my
note,
God.
we gone, y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.